It's Midnight Mike in the city that never sleeps. For Matty by his side, we're rising from the streets. Next is awesome kids, yeah, you know the drill. Join the Midnight Mafia, we're here to drill. Jets on the rise, yeah, we bring the heat. Mike and Matty's top five, let's you know they can't be beat. From the Sack Exchange stage, so Rex Ryan's reign. With the voice of the Jets, and we're bringing the game. Joe Flacco's in the mix, repping that old school flair. Badass Roach, Rex Ryan, we got stories to share. Ava, Tommy, Mike, drop bodies, hit the street. Sean Neutron's vibing with the vibes, feel the beat. Jets on the rise, yeah, we bring the heat. Mike and Matty's top five lists, you know they can't be beat. From the Sack Exchange stage, so Rex Ryan's reign. With the voice of the Jets, and we're bringing the game. From the Big Apple spot, with the kings of the night. Written glory on them, I'm keeping it tight. The NY Jets are back, we're here to set the tone. With the Midnight Mafia, you're never alone.
What is up, New York Jets fans? It's Midnight Mike coming to you on the Midnight Mike Show from the Long Island Sound. I am your late-night New York Jets host, and I am so thrilled to be here. So much to talk about tonight, and I don't even know where to get started. We are going to go over our Week 1 predictions for the NFL, which starts tomorrow. I mean, yes, we had the game in Brazil, and yes, we had the game, it was the Kansas City Chiefs, and we're going to talk about that too. The Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. But really, the season starts tomorrow when you can start watching football on the East Coast around 1 o'clock, and it doesn't end until about midnight. 3 games I'll be able to watch. Who knows which ones they're going to be showing on my local station. You never know when you're coming out of Hartford. I assume I'll be able to see the Patriots game. I think they're playing the same time as the Giants game. I'd much rather see the Giants take on the Minnesota Vikings. I think that's 2 crap teams. That'll be a lot closer of a game. So yeah, we're going to go over our predictions for Week 1. We are also going to go over our predictions and projections for our final division in the NFL, and that is the AFC East. We saved this one for last. I think it's pretty obvious where we're going to go with this one. But also I want to talk, like I said, I want to talk about the refs in Kansas City because everybody just picked up where they left off last year, especially the referees. The Jordan Love, man, went down out 3 to 6 weeks. I think it's going to be closer to 6. And that is horrible for the Green Bay Packers, and I completely feel for their fans. You never want to see a guy go down like that, especially, one of the top guys on a team. That would be like Hurts or Saquon or someone going down on the Eagles game 1. And a lot of it is to blame on that terrible. I mean, we talk about MetLife's turf. That turf in Brazil was, if MetLife's turf is horrible, that turf was abysmal. I mean, that was embarrassing for the NFL. I mean, and all they care about is money. You know, all they care about is getting in Brazil. All they care about is international money. In Kansas City, all they care about apparently is stroking off the Taylor Swift fans. You know, that it is what it is. Today, I just want to quickly talk about one thing, and that is that today was my first or my daughter's first soccer game of the season. And last season, she, you know, there's a lot of girls who are do soccer all year round on traveling teams, things like that. But this year, my daughter, I guess she remembered everything she was taught last year, because it was almost like watching a different player. Not only did they didn't even have a practice before their first game. Today was the first day. They had pictures. Then they had about 15 minutes to meet their coach, their team, and whatever. And then it was right into a game. And not only did they win 3-1, but one of those goals came from my daughter Alice. It was her first ever goal scored. So I was just over the moon thrilled for her. And congratulations, Alice. I know you don't necessarily watch this show, but later on in life, maybe you'll go back and you'll say, oh, look how proud my dad was. And it was awesome to see her score her first goal. So yeah, and also we're going to talk about the Jets 49ers game that's coming up Monday Night Football, the main event of week 1. Jets in San Francisco taking on the 49ers. Guys, please do me a favor and hit that like button. I want more people to see that we are live. Obviously, this is our Saturday night flagship show. So this one stays up. I want to get the views up. I want people to know we are live right now. Get in the comments section and all of that. So hit that like button. If you are new, hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. But let's get the word out. Even if you could tweet out on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. Hey, Midnight Mike Show is live. Check it out on his YouTube channel. Hashtag, of course, either Midnight Mafia or hashtag MMS, Midnight Mike Show, obviously. Guys, help me out here. It's a special night here. So let's do it. Let's bring in my co-host. It's a special night. Maddie, how are you doing tonight? First thing I want to do is wish you a happy birthday.
What's that?
I wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
It's all right. It's not my birthday at all, but thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we shared a birthday.
No, we share a brain. So happy birthday to you.
Okay. There you go.
I didn't know it was your. Well, you should have said something off camera. I'd have made it.
No. That was literally a joke stolen from The Office.
Oh, okay.
Well,
happy birthday, dude. I didn't know it was your birthday. Congrats.
It is my birthday. If you'll notice behind me, I have a Jets balloon, and that's in honor of my birthday tonight. So yeah, we're gonna have fun tonight. I got
shit, dude. That's cool, man. I'm happy for you. What do
Thank you, man.
44 now?
Yeah, man. It's I'm getting older. Not as old as you.
No one will ever be as old as I am.
But yes, it is my birthday. And I would have that's why it is my birthday. So guys, seriously, go down and hit that like button. If you could give me anything for my birthday.
Super chats. Lots of super chats.
Actually, yes, super chats. Actually, what I was thinking is we are like 20 away from guys, thank you so much, guys, in the comments section. Sean, thank you, with a new avatar with a Darth Vader. I love it. Nate coming in, Snowball coming in, Kim coming in, Valerie coming in, and one of our newest channel members. I really do appreciate it, guys. That's awesome. Stack knows what's up. Happy birthday, Mike. Give him the like.
Stack is always here.
But what I was thinking is, and I think Boomtown didn't recognize. I don't think Boomtown recognized the fact. Sorry, guys, get all over the place here tonight. That I was doing a bit from The Office. But anyway, the whole point of all of this is I was going to say, you said super chats. Yes, super chats I would really appreciate. But what I'd like to do is get to that next channel emoji level, so that I can pump in a bunch of new channel emojis. How does that happen? And once again, it's my only birthday wish. So guys, here's what we can do. I will, if we need about 20 channel memberships. Do I expect all you guys to do that? Absolutely not. So what I'll do is, if we can get 10 gifted channel memberships or 10 people joining the channel, I will match that, and I will gift out 5 to 10 channel memberships. Okay. So if we could do that tonight, that would be awesome. So that's my wish for tonight. I will remind everybody a little later on. Hopefully it will all work out.
All right, before we go ahead, can I have somebody who would like to come in and say something to everybody real fast?
Hi.
Oh, how you doing, Sasha?
Good.
Are you feeling any better from last week?
Yeah.
We're looking in on you by your foot.
Thank you, everybody, for
You got a lot of love in the chat on Tuesday night from people wishing you well and hoping that you weren't in too much pain.
Yeah. Also, happy birthday, Mike.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it is. I'm pretty old today, just not as old as your dad.
I give him a Jets, Jets.
Yeah, let's get a Jets.
Jets, Jets.
No. Let's do that one more time. Watch, Sasha. Ready? This is how it goes. Ready? J-E-T-S, Jets.
Jets, Jets.
There we go. We'll hit the Jets chant. Thank you, Sasha. I hope you're feeling better. Are you limping at all?
No.
No? You were able to walk all okay?
I have no idea what you two are talking about. He might be selling you drugs right now.
I am not.
I can't hear it. I don't have the speakers on.
No, that's okay. No, Sasha, I do hope you feel better. We all heard about it, and we were definitely wishing you the best.
I am doing better.
Good to hear. All right. Oh, there you go. Sean coming in. Now they got rid of the Jets flight crew. You know, that's upsetting. But yeah, folks, a lot to talk about tonight.
All right, there she goes.
I am
so
so
glad
glad
to hear any of that. So
no. I was just making sure she was feeling okay. I was asking if she was limping at all. She said she's doing okay. Yeah, we're all really happy that she's feeling better.
Well, it was funny because I told her, I said, everybody on the show was asking how your foot was. They all were worried about you. And she's like, oh, save those comments. I was like, just come on and say thank you. Fuck's sake, girl. The internet's forever. You can go back and watch the shows when you're 30.
There you go.
Terrible fucking. Thank you, Nate. Me neither.
I do want to point out also that tonight's top 5 is already established.
Yes, and I am excited.
John. Yeah, we promised John we're doing our top 5 horror slashers. That will come in the intermission report, which is about halfway through our 2-hour show tonight, folks. All of you coming in, once again, keep hitting that like button. It's Midnight Mike's birthday, and all I'm asking, obviously, we want to get gifted channel memberships. I will match those channel memberships to get up the 20 we need to get to 40. But the least you could do to say happy birthday to Midnight Mike is hit that like button. Let people know that we are live. And that will really be awesome. Maddie, did you catch any of those 2 first opening games?
I watched the Thursday night game, and I thought I had a subscription to Peacock, but I didn't. So I missed the Brazil Bowl. But a guy I work with was like, he's a huge Eagles fan, so naturally he's very annoying. And he was like, yeah, man, Eagles by 15. I was like, you're out of your fucking mind. But looks like the big story though is Jordan Love going down, man.
Yeah, man. That I hate to see that shit.
Have they commented anything? Like, is anything actually? Do we know anything yet, or is it just still kind of a?
He has a strained MCL, and he'll be out 3 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
I think 3 weeks. Yeah, I think 3 weeks might be pushing it, but 3 to 6. I mean, let's hope that they can pull at least. Once again, when you have a guy go down for, let's say, 6 weeks, you just hope that they can go maybe like 3-3 in that time frame and get him back and then be able to, finish out the season strong. We'll see what happens. But, obviously our thoughts and everything are with Jordan Love. Hopefully he gets better soon, especially since he's not in the AFC. If he was in the AFC or the AFC East, I might be saying something different.
Yeah. Yeah, Kenneth, I'm aware. I'm watching the game, and holy crap, CU is getting the brakes beat off of them. That's embarrassing. My father-in-law is a huge Nebraska fan, so I just can't talk to him for at least a month. Christ.
Yeah. Who won Notre Dame earlier today? I was going to try to
Notre
watch
Dame
that.
lost by 2.
Really?
Yeah. People are talking
Oh,
all kinds of shit about it too, but yeah, there was 16-14, I think was the final.
Oh, that's a real bummer. I'm glad I didn't watch it then.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad about that myself.
So I didn't watch the Green Bay game either. I did watch a bunch of highlights from the game, but I'll be honest. We could talk about this right now. I'm not willing to pay pay for Peacock for to watch a game or two a year. It's ridiculous that they're putting these on paid streaming services, and I am not going to support that at all. No chance.
No, I'm in the same boat. If it's not a streaming service I would already have for other reasons, like like Netflix or Amazon Prime, I'm not gonna get it to watch 2 games a season. That's silly. And I really like Paramount Plus because they have Beavis and Butthead and Reno 911 and a lot of other things that I'm into.
Yeah.
But I'm certainly not going to sign up for. And people are like, well, just sign up for a free trial. Look, I drink too much to sign up for free trials because free trials just become more shit that I get billed for later because I forget to copy them, cut them.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I always forget to cancel.
Oh my God, wrestling is so.
Well, the funny thing is though is that I mean once again I also have Paramount Plus, but it came with let's see, is it with
phone,
Amazon?
I thought it came with your phone.
I don't know. Well, either way I have it where I can access it through Amazon. So that's how I ended up. I do like Paramount Plus. Not only like you said, Beavis and Butthead, Reno 911, things like that. On
Paramount Plus.
But they have a lot of old Nickelodeon shows that I'm getting my kids into. So they've been watching Double Dare. Yeah, they've been watching Double Dare and Guts and Legends of the Hidden Temple and all those great old 90s kids, game shows that were just amazing. So
what was that one where you could win the shopping spree and you'd run down the toy aisle and just scoop everything into your cart?
No, that was just the once a year, I believe. Yeah, Nickelodeon. Once a year, Nickelodeon did the a thing where you could I forget what they called it, but
I used to love. I don't think they did it on television.
Oh hell yeah! I've watched that with them too.
Are they on that? Is that on there?
It is, and I tried to explain to my kids I tried to explain to my kids. I was like, this is where the Nickelodeon slime came from. It didn't exist before. You can't do that on television. You say water, you get water dumped on your head. You say, I don't know, you get the slime dumped on your head.
Yep.
And
Sean, is that true that Disney Plus is going to have all the Monday night games on?
I don't. I have Disney Plus, and I don't approve of that.
Yeah, I mean, I have that Hulu, ESPN, and Disney package. So, hell no, you ain't borrowing my PS5, fool. You'll fuck up all my stats. Probably playing dumb wrestling.
Actually, speaking of Johnny Boy, tomorrow morning, and not only am I live tonight for 2 hours or plus. Yeah, tomorrow morning, I believe it's 10:30 a.m. I will be on with Johnny and Snowball, and also a bunch of other Jets content creators. I think Matt O'Leary is going to be in there, and Ryan and Jake Asman, a bunch of guys going to be in there, and it's good. Yeah, and they needed a power hitter. They needed a power hitter. They called Midnight Mike.
I'll have to watch it later on, Johnny Boy. I'll be doing shit when your show's on. I've been catching it later on, so it's something else. It definitely good, especially enjoyed with a cocktail, that's for sure. But I have watched a couple of them and gotten a kick out of it. We're by the way, we are doing the AFC East tonight, right?
We are doing the AFC East. We've waited. We've done all the other divisions in the NFL, and of course, we are to the home AFC East, which is, of course,
not
the Miami Dolphins, the Buffalo Bills, the New England Patriots, and our New York Jets.
Change that logo,
what were you saying, Matty?
Everyone knows exactly what we think. If there was ever an episode of this show where you were like, I already know what the hell they're going to say, or a segment, that's this one. We all know where we're going. We have said many times our thoughts on it, but it should be fun anyway.
Well, and I'd like to go through the schedule for week 1,
Okay.
and give some predictions for that too. I have a few games marked off of ones that I believe are going to be closer games, more competitive, and then I have ones that obviously I think are going to be just a little bit more obvious who anyone would pick for those games. Why don't we just get into that right now? Let's do the easy ones. Let's do the ones that I think are easy. Now we already chose between the Kansas City Baltimore game and the Philadelphia Green Bay game. I went 1-1. Maddie went 2-0. I believe you picked the Eagles, right? I know you picked Kansas City.
Sure I did, and I know I picked Kansas City.
But let's do this. Atlanta and Pittsburgh. Maddie, what do you think? I think this is one of those easy ones.
I don't, because I don't know jack shit about Atlanta this year, to be honest with you, but I'm going to go with Atlanta because I think Pittsburgh sucks.
I'm going to go ahead and agree with you. I think Atlanta will be the ones taking that game. Arizona versus Buffalo.
That's an easy Buffalo win. I mean,
yeah.
Here's the thing. I want to root for the Cardinals. Like, I don't have anything against them. They're one of those teams where, like, if they won something, they're like the Lions. You're just kind of like, go get them, kids. We're rooting for you. But I just think that Buffalo, while they've taken a step back, they have not taken such a monumental step back that they will lose to Arizona. But if Arizona won, I'd be stoked. So, root for Arizona.
I'll tell you right now. For some reason, it looks like Sean disagrees with us. But let's be honest.
Vader is about Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, we'd all love Arizona to beat the Bills. I mean, that would be amazing. Unfortunately, I just don't think it's based in reality. Let's move down. Let's keep moving down this list. New England versus Cincinnati.
Cincinnati is going to shred them like a sheet.
I hope they do. Because I have Joe Burrow on my fantasy team in Connor's league, and I actually had Tucker, the kicker for the Ravens, Justin Tucker. Okay. And I literally was watching that game being like, dude, at least just get your projected points, which I believe it was like 8 and like some 8.23, whatever they did.
Yeah, how they weirdly rounded up.
Yeah, and once he got his 8, I was like, okay, I'm done watching this game because I was so fucking frustrated with the refs.
Yeah, you're like, I'm done.
Yeah, well, I went outside and then I ended up watching Tom Grossi cover the rest of the game. So it is what it is. Yeah, it seems like everybody in here is
We're all
going
kind of on the same page.
Yeah, everyone. Like I said, right now I'm naming the games that I think are obvious. So let's move along. Houston Texans versus the Indianapolis Colts.
I can't remember if I picked the Texans or the Titans in Dano's Survivor poll, but I
sure hope you didn't pick the Titans.
It's very possible I did. There was alcohol involved. So much for that message about it. I think I'm going to quit drinking.
Yeah, that's out the door.
Well, in fairness, what I'm not doing is taking a painkiller. Texans. I mean, that's easy one. Texans, and I mean, I don't know what the spread is, but I would be amazed if they didn't cover the spread and more.
Moving along, we got a battle in Florida. The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Miami Dolphins.
I'm gonna say Dolphins, but not by more than 4.
I'm going Dolphins. I think they could beat them by a touchdown. Like easily.
I think they can definitely beat them. I just think that we're gonna see that again, and we'll get to this more in the division picks. I think that the paper tigerness that is the Miami Dolphins, that was to me very, very obvious last year, is going to really get exposed this year. And the if they play even mildly competent teams, they might beat them, but they're going to have a hard time with it.
What's up, Daniel? We missed you, man. I know you were here last week early, or was it Tuesday night? You were here early. Let me clear something up too here, because Jake Klein again asked earlier. I thought you were on at 10, guys. I don't know if you're trolling me, but we've been doing this the same for about 6-7 months now.
It's been
Tuesday nights at fucking 10 o'clock. Saturday nights at 9 o'clock. Okay. If I mess up or something, I'm sorry. If I put in, like last week, or last Tuesday, I put in 9, but clearly on the thumbnail, it said 10 o'clock. Okay. So guys, Tuesday nights, 10 o'clock.
Look, guys, Tuesday starts with T for 10.
There you go. Easy to remember.
Easy way to remember it.
Easy
Saturday's
to
a great night for fighting, so we start earlier.
You know, I know something else, Maddie, that's kind of pissing me off today.
Talk to me, Goose.
This is my 3rd birthday in a row that I'm sick. So if you see me bring down my mic and start sneezing and stuff or coughing, or if I sound a little
it's
raspy.
Your 44th birthday that you're gay and you still haven't ended it all, so just like live with it, bro.
It's just so frustrating.
That does suck, dude.
Last year I got sick on Friday and I had to leave work early. I felt a little better today, but I'm still sick. I'm sitting here sweating. And then
summer cold, or what do you got?
It's a cold. It's a cold. At least it could be worse. It could be the flu. But no, it's a cold. Nose is stuffed, sneezing, coughing, all that stuff. Last year, same exact thing. Year before that, COVID. I had COVID on my birthday. It was just, I just need, and you know what it is? It's because me, my daughters, everyone in my family, everyone works or goes to school, and the school starts, and all of a sudden, just sickness.
Yeah, it's a petri dish.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Sean. It's kind of hard to do, but I agree. Stay away from people. I try to do that anyway. I'm an introvert, so.
I'm an extrovert, and I still hate people. I'm kind of like Randall from Clerks. You hate people, but I love gatherings. Isn't it ironic?
Boomtown. Come on, man.
He's just
what's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. Our show started 24 minutes ago, so at 9:00.
Get him.
When it was supposed to. All right, let's keep moving down this list of the easy games of the week. The ones I think are easy to pick for week 1. Carolina Panthers versus the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, Saints. The Dallas Cowboys versus the Cleveland Browns. I was actually contemplating putting this as a closer game.
This has a little room, but I think the Cowboys win it. But yeah. I don't think they beat the shit out of them. I think Cleveland shows some good resolve.
Thank you, cousin Kenny. I am though.
I don't think anybody who has an internet show is an introvert.
Yeah, but you're protected. You know what I'm saying? You're protected behind your screen. I'm all alone in my studio. And like literally my best friend right now is on the screen with me. Like any friend I have lives in New Jersey and I never see them. So it is what it is. I moved to the Long Island Sound in Connecticut 2018, and I haven't gone out and hung out with one person. Not one. It's me, my wife, and my kids. If I see friends, it's because they came up to see me or I went down to New Jersey. So
that's fair.
And I hung out with you, cousin Kenny, because you were hanging out at my mother-in-law's retirement party. And yes, when I actually sit down and talk to people, I have a great time. I can always, shoot the shit. But yeah, exactly. There you go. That's another Clerks one. I don't hate people. I naturally don't like crowds. That's like that Clerks thing you said. We're not here yet, Mets. We're not here yet. I have this one under the tough to determine, but we'll get to it.
That's like one of Jerry's kids fighting a Special Olympian, but we'll get to it.
Keep going. The Washington Commanders versus Tampa Bay Bucks.
I got the Bucks just because the Commanders are such a mess, and because the big factor for this one for me is simply every team playing, no matter what ranking you have, this will be them at their sloppiest. And I just see the Commanders being far sloppier than the Bucks.
I agree. I think the Bucks are going to take this one. And guys, while you're out there, once again, my birthday wish, hit that like button. Just hit the like button. I even went out. I got the Jets. I got the Jets cool balloon behind me. I was upset when I was at Stu Leonard's today, which is a grocery store. I was so upset when my daughters were like, "Oh, a Jets balloon, let's get it for your birthday. You could put it on your show, whatever." And I turned the corner and it wasn't the new it wasn't the new old whatever logo. It's that one. But still, had to pick it up. It is what it is. Let's see here. Oh, cousin Kenny, thank you. Come to Hamden. You have plenty of friends here. Meet some of the guys I played football with. Great bunch. Maybe I will do that one day. Maybe I will do that. We'll go out, get something to eat, maybe get a drink, something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But thank you, Kenny. I appreciate that. All right. The last one I have that I consider a obvious an obvious answer is the LA Raiders. I have LA. The Las Vegas. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm right. The LA Rams versus the Detroit Lions.
Lions.
Yeah. I think the Rams are going to be a good team. Look, I'm
I
not
think
taking
the
that
Rams
one.
will play well. I just think that the Lions are not going to have hangover from last year. I think they're going to continue on.
Wild Wave, welcome, man. It's good to see you. It is Midnight Mike's birthday today, and I'm having a great time on the show. I'm glad I'm able to spend the night of my birthday with all of you guys. I've asked people to please just hit that like button for my birthday. Also, I'm trying to get some gifted memberships in here. I'd love for some of you guys to get gifted channel memberships, and for my birthday, I'd like to get to the 40 memberships, and we need about 20. We had more, but there's been a lot of gifting in the past. So what I said was I don't expect you guys to drop. I would be too much to ask for you guys to drop 20 gifted memberships. So if you guys can get 10 gifted, or 10 people can join the channel by clicking the join button, I will match that and I will gift 10 channel memberships. But once again, that's up to you guys. I really hope that we can come through tonight and get more people on this channel, so I can, once again, the whole point of this is so I can drop a bunch of more emojis in there for channel members to use. Right now there's 3. I can put up one more, and I have one for the Dolphins that I wanted to put up, but I didn't want to put it up without being able to put a Dolphins, Bills, Patriots. I want to get all them in and then have more to go. I'd love to get a Mets 2128 emoji in there. I've said I want to get one of Maddie. If you could see when Maddie comments in the comments section, I'd love to get that picture as an emoji that people can use. I just love that picture. It's fucking hilarious.
I wish my wife did. I kept changing her phone's wallpaper to that. She did not find it amusing.
Why? That's fucking funny, man.
I don't know. Like, you married this. She's actually at the Green Day tonight. She paid for like VIP tickets for her and the older girls. And
so basically they're all getting a bunch of propaganda jammed down their throats. That's basically what's happening.
Yeah, but what was cool is what's his name? Rancid and Smashing Pumpkins are some of the opening bands. There's like 18 opening bands. And it's funny because I've seen Green Day live once because of her, and I'm never doing that again. But it was funny because she's like, I need you here so you can enjoy Rancid and Smashing Pumpkins. They're kind of wasted on the younger girls. I'm like, no shit. But what are you gonna do?
Hell yeah, I'd love to see the Smashing Pumpkins. That'd be awesome.
I would love to see Rancid.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have started it off tonight. Daniel Murphy coming through with 1 gifted channel membership. I'd like to figure out who got that. That would be awesome. But thank you so much, Daniel. That's 1, and I will match that. But I'm going to try to wait till we get to 5. Once we get to 5, I'll do it. Regardless, if that's the only one, I'll gift 1. It's going to happen. So I just want to let you know I am keeping track. So far, I will match that 1 gifted channel membership. And Daniel, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And it's also kind of a birthday present to me. So that's
shit.
awesome.
Well,
here we go, guys. Here we go. Kim gifting 5 channel memberships. Jets. So now I am up to 6 to match. 6. I'm going to do those old hash where you put 4 and then you cut through it with the 1. That is 6 that I will match later on in the show. So guys, let's do it. Let's get us to those 40, because even once you get to the 40, even if you go down below that, Jesus, guys, you're kicking ass. Daniel Murphy with another one. Jets. Daniel Murphy, channel member, coming in with 1 gifted Midnight Mike Show membership. That's 7 that I have to match tonight. All we have to do, I think, is get to 10. Then I gift 10, and then we're gonna hit the 40. And once we get to that 40, I can start putting in all these emojis, which I think I'm gonna have fun with. And I don't know, some of you guys may have seen it, some of you may not, but I did show the Dolphins one that I plan on putting up, and a lot of people got a kick out of that.
That was funny.
All right, I'm actually popping on YouTube right now. I'd love to see who the gifted channel memberships went to, and if I can check that out, I will announce it, obviously. I know actually sometimes a lot of you can get to it. Yeah, 3 to go. Thank you, Daniel Murphy. 3 more to go, guys. 3 more to go, and I will gift 10, and we will get the 20 we need for tonight. That would be awesome. Let me see here.
Boomtown, speaking of video games, none of you came and followed me on Twitch except for Nate. And I will remember that.
Okay, so Daniel's first gifted membership went to Wild Wave, and he's been in here tonight. Thank you so much, Wild Wave.
Nice.
Kim, the 5 she gifted, go to Daniel Murphy. Oh, look at it. You got it paid back right there. Snowball, Alan.
Cool.
Dano gets his membership back, and Paul Klein. Thank you so much, Kim. That is awesome. And then Daniel gifted another one to bring us to 7, and that is Travis P. getting gifted his channel membership. And once again, you guys do not have to just gift channel memberships. Hit the like button. That's free. Hit the like button. Guys, there we go. 2 more. We're almost there. Jets. Snowball channel member coming in, gifting a Midnight Mike Show membership. All you guys are now part of the
solid,
Midnight Mafia.
You guys rock.
Yeah, this is absolutely amazing. Let me see who got that one. Ranger Fan 11 gets gifted his channel membership. And of course, the guy who's usually always in here before everybody else,
Stack-a-lacka.
Stack gifting a channel membership. That's 2 more.
By the way, I just want to take a minute to say I love Stack.
Hold on,
Stack's
Maddie. I didn't hear you.
Comment there.
And that's Zach Brenner. Or is that Brenner? Burner coming in with his gifted channel membership. Thank you so much, Stack. 1 more, and we will get there, and I can gift the 10 that I promised I would match. We will. Yes. All right. Okay, so guys, hit those channel hit that like button. If you are new, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate that. We've gone through all the easy games for week 1. Now we're going to start getting into the tougher ones to determine, in my opinion. But before we do that, I'm about to get heated.
Oh.
If you guys saw the thumbnail for this video, the NFL came back and picked up exactly where they fucking left off. The Kansas City Chiefs got so many fucking calls in that game that were so ridiculous. Let's start off with the illegal formations to start the game. The Baltimore Ravens got hit with, like, on one drive, like 4 illegal formation penalties. Now, I wouldn't have a problem with this. I wouldn't have a fucking problem with this, NFL, if you called it clean across the board. But the Chiefs throughout the game were doing the exact same thing. There were several screenshots, several paused thing of the Chiefs lining up worse than how the Baltimore Ravens lined up, and they were not called. That's the first thing. And it kept going throughout the game. The Baltimore Ravens just kept getting called for illegal formation, and it was just ignored for the Kansas City Chiefs. So once again, if you want to call it even across the board, NFL, that's fine. But you're showing your fucking hand, you assholes. You are making it clear to everyone that you are clearly having these referees just like last season. Look at the Jets versus the Chiefs game. Go back and rewatch that. The Jets beat the fucking Chiefs. I don't care what anybody says. It's that simple. Another thing. Okay, now here's another thing. There was that shot out of bounds on Patrick Mahomes. That was a penalty, and they should have been called. Okay, but that is the only time throughout the game that I feel like the Baltimore Ravens actually got something, like, basically the refs helped out the Baltimore Ravens by that no call. Other than that, let's go back. So you have there was probably 5 or 6 illegal formation penalties called on the Ravens that were not called on the Kansas City Chiefs when they lined up the same way. Okay, there you go. There were several that Chris Collinsworth actually called out and then were posted on X of the Kansas City Chiefs false starting, and they were not called on the Kansas City Chiefs. Why? Because once again, there's a script, folks. There's a fucking script that the referees are abiding by, and the Chiefs get away with it. This was a fucking 1-score game. So these penalties, you may say, oh, a penalty that you don't know what would have happened. But how many, I'd like to know how many illegal formation penalties that the Baltimore Ravens had. It had to be 5 at the least. Then how about when Lamar Jackson, who, by the way, amazing game. I mean, look, I'll be honest. I'm not a gay man, but he's not a good looking dude. Like, he's just not.
He is an unfortunate looking fellow.
Yes, but a football player,
but he balls.
Outstanding. When he made that run for a touchdown, and they called that holding call, that how they say, holding could be called on any play, pretty much, and they're right. People say holding can be called on pretty much any play in a football game. And they're right. They're right. But this one, he clipped the top. You have all these knuckles on your hand. You have this one, then you have this one, and then you have that little one at the top. He literally got just with boop. That's all it was. And they called it on that play. Now, luckily, the Ravens did come back and score on that drive, but that was another obvious call that they called back a touchdown from Lamar Jackson, and they just decided, fuck it. Let's make this call. And then they couldn't do anything about it because then he threw for a fucking touchdown. Like, at that point, they're like, how many times are we going to, like, you guys, you know what? You should have called it on the touchdown afterwards, because NFL and NFL officials are so fucking obvious. And throughout that game, it was embarrassing. How many? Oh, I got one more for you. How about when the Kansas City Chiefs were on it was like the 4-yard line, 3-yard line, and they go to run it in? Any other fucking team, they would have blown the whistle because it was like 4 seconds that the guy was held up at the 1, and they never blew the whistles, never called it a dead call. And you saw a lot of the Ravens being kind of like looking around, being like, what the fuck's going on? And then after 4 or 5 seconds, he falls into the end zone because everyone's wondering why the whistle wasn't. There you go. There's another one. Like, I'm sorry. I tweeted this. Ravens, you were the first victim of the Kansas City Chiefs and the clear bias of the NFL and NFL officiating. You were the first victim, but you won't be the last. And I am so glad that we are not playing the Kansas City Chiefs this season, because if I was a Ravens fan watching that game, I would have fucking gone ballistic. I probably would have had a stroke. Maddie, your thoughts on all of that, please.
Agreed. I mean, it sucks, but I think the sickest thing is that we're all getting used to it. Like, you're not even. I'm not even surprised. I'm just like, oh well, they're playing the Chiefs, whatever. Like, you're absolutely right. I'm not going to rehash your points. It's just a matter of, you watch it and you're like, Jesus Christ, this is embarrassing. And the fact that we all see it, like, at what point can someone say the emperor has no clothes on? But they won't do it. So,
and look, a man of his word, by the way. Daniel Murphy, channel member. I'll top us off after this rant. We needed one more. And hold on, wait. There it is. Hit that Jets chant. Jets. Daniel Murphy putting us over the top. So what I will do, I will not only go back and check to make sure I get who got gifted that channel membership. Hold on, folks. Once again, it's hard to do all this when I'm just... There we go. Okay, let me just see what we got here. And I missed a actual one from something from Dano there. Jason Delgado gets gifted a channel membership. Welcome back. I know he was a channel member, and I think that will put us at the 40, because I am going to now go down and gift 10 channel memberships. Guys, believe me, look, I appreciate it that my birthday wishes just came true. As long as you guys are hitting that like button, that also, and that's free. As long as you guys are hitting that like button so that more people see we're live, I appreciate that. But let me go down. I am going to gift some channel memberships. Here we go. Membership gifting. Here comes 5. Gifted from yours truly, Midnight Mike. And Addison gets a channel membership. King Lowski gets a channel membership. Our boy Scott Foster, who sometimes pays us to stay through till midnight, gets a channel membership.
Good for
Roger
Scott.
F
He
gets a
deserves
channel
it.
membership. Yep, and Hank G gets a channel membership. Let's do 5 more, folks. I ain't bullshitting you. I told you I would do it. Let's do 5 more. Here we go. Boom, 5 more from yours truly, Midnight Mike. And let's see, the big fella. Oh no. Oh no. I got knocked off. I'm coming back. Hold on. I'm coming back, folks. The big fella gets a channel membership. Party with Peg and Artie gets a channel membership. That Rusty Spooner channel membership. Joe the Jet gets a channel membership. And the Jets stream gets a channel membership. A Jets chant for everybody who helped us out here tonight. Jets, Jets, Jets. Now, I did see, while I was doing that, I honestly, I'm blown away. Like, guys, you blew that. That's amazing that you guys did that. I am going back up because I did see that Dano did like tag me in something, and I'm trying to go back up and see what that was because it came out all red and like whatever. But I'm sorry, Dano. Whatever you were asking, please ask again. But yeah, guys. So guess what? As long as from what I'm to understand, I will be able to, after this show, put up a bunch of more channel memberships. That should have brought me to the 40. I hope it did. It would suck if we came on and all of a sudden it was like off by 1. Oh. What the hell is that?
My wife sent a drunken video of her from the concert, and I had to watch it.
Okay.
She is.
But guys, yeah, look, I stood to my word. There's one. There was the other. I really do appreciate it, guys. You are making my birthday just an amazing night, and that's awesome. No, Dano. Last night, as soon as Jordan Love went down, I dropped him from my fantasy team. And no, I don't feel bad because I think he's going to be out 6 weeks. And if I can't get him back, that's fine. I forget who I picked up, but I wasn't upset with who I picked up. It might have been Jared Goff. It might have been who's the Rams? Who's the Rams quarterback? What's his name again? From Detroit to the Rams.
Why
can't I remember
Stafford?
This? Yeah, Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
I don't remember who, but yeah. Look, I don't even want to fucking talk about fucking Hassan Reddick. Fuck that guy. Like,
Who
I
the
am
fuck is
so
Hassan
sick and
Reddick?
tired. Yeah, fuck that bullshit,
What
man.
the fuck
Like,
is
what
the
a
internet?
dickweed. What a dickweed.
Yeah, dude. I don't even care. Dude.
Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it. And thank you so much. You were one of the people who made my birthday wish come true. And that is awesome. Thank you, Johnny boy. You don't look a year over 25. Oh, you know what? That's awesome. I don't know, Kenny. I have no idea, and I don't give a shit. I don't give a fucking shit. And as a matter of fact, I've said it before on the show. I don't want any of you to fucking get in there and he gets a sack week 1, week 2, week 3. No. Give it to him. Boo him. Tell him go fuck yourself. Once he gets to like 3 or 4 sacks and he starts moving, then he can earn your cheers back. But he does not deserve to go out there and get cheered after the bullshit he tried to pull. Fuck that. Fuck that. Let's see here.
Yeah, your rage is not unfounded.
Why does Hassan Reddick get all the hate when the hate should be put straight on Joe Douglas? No. Look, was Joe Douglas an idiot for letting go of Bryce Huff? Yeah. Huff should be on the fucking team. They should have paid Huff. No doubt. Not disagreeing there. But when he went, he could not have been traded to the New York Jets without an agreement from Hassan Reddick. And when Hassan Reddick came and gave that press conference, he came in and bullshitted the fuck out of everybody, knowing he was not going to show up and he was going to be a holdout little bitch. Okay. And that's my thoughts. That guy is not a man of his word. He's classless. And Joe D may make mistakes, but he's a man of his word. Remember last season when he dropped Thomas Morstead and said, "Hey, we're just playing around with the roster. We're going to re-sign you. No fucking problem. Trust us." Whatever. He did it. And now we have one of the best punters in the league. It's that simple. Like, he's a man of his word. No, Kenny, I don't think we do. Joe wouldn't have traded for him if they didn't need him. Yeah, but also I think that I don't think Hassan Reddick gets us any further than we're going to get. I think he helps out. I think maybe we'll get a few more points on the board, or the opposing team will get a few less points on the board. But I don't think it changes that we are a 12-win team with or without Hassan Reddick. And now if Hassan Reddick, maybe let's even say that he makes us a 13-win team. We're still division champs. We're still going into the playoffs. Like, I'm sorry. Fuck Hassan Reddick. Fuck him. All right. Hey, Greg, what's up, man? How you doing tonight? I don't think I got to shout you out yet, but I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys being in here, hitting the like buttons, dropping those channel memberships, all that stuff. Super chats. Oh, well, I haven't been a super. That's okay though. If you want a super chat, that would be awesome. But here's what we're gonna do. We've gone through all those. What time is it? Okay, we got to start getting to the intermission report, and then of course it's your guys' calls. Your guys' calls coming in.
East.
Yeah, we're gonna do the AFC East also. So let's quickly go over the games that I marked as probably a little harder to determine. We're starting out with the Chicago Bears and the Tennessee Titans.
I like the Titans.
I'm going to go with the Bears.
Not a bad pick.
No, but here's the thing. The reason, look, I think most people would say, oh, no, the Bears are going to beat them. But the Bears are still a question mark. You can't go in there with a rookie wide receiver, a rookie quarterback, and just assume that these guys are going to be NFL caliber right off the bat and whatever. So let's see how they do. I still think the Bears win, but that's why I have it as a closer.
It's a very close game. I mean, like I say, I like the Titans, but because I think the learning curve is going to be a little rough on the Bears rookies. But if I'm wrong, I mean, I don't have any money on it, so who cares?
I was very close to just betting like a couple bucks. I don't know, $20 on the Patriots to beat the Bengals, because they've got to be such big underdogs.
I was gonna say I would have maybe put it to cover the spread.
No, I wanted to put him in to win, because look, if I lose, it's $5, $20, whatever. Right, but if you win, that's they've got to be huge underdogs.
That's a big payout.
Awesome, guys! Thank you so much. Let's continue the love. Joe, my boy, Joe, coming in with a gifted channel membership. Thank you so much, Joe. Jets. I have spent many of my birthdays with that man, Joe. And he's just an old friend of mine. I've known him since high school. As a matter of fact, in high school, we used to call him Zach Morris, because he had just this, blonde hair that was just Zach Morris like.
Right.
And so I have a hard time learning people's names. Like, there's people I've been working with, and I've worked at the same job for, I don't know, 7-8 years, who I still don't know their names. So it is what it is. So for the first year I knew Joe, he was just Zach Morris. But thank you, Joe. I appreciate it.
There are worse nicknames.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because Zach Morris is kick-ass.
Honestly.
All right, let's keep going with this. The New York Giants taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The battle of crap.
Ugh, the toilet bowl. I'm gonna take the Giants to win this game, just because everything has gone wrong for the Vikings. And I kind of like the idea that God has a sense of humor to give the Giants some false hope. But I mean, if you watch this game and you're not actually a Giants or a Vikings fan, go to hell.
If the Vikings had JJ McCarthy, I'd probably pick the Vikings.
No, but they have
good old Sam.
So many problems.
Mr. C and Ghost, Sam Darnold. Now, once again, he'll be throwing to one of the best wide receivers in the league in Justin Jefferson. So that's a good thing. But I originally picked Minnesota, but the Giants are at home. I'm going to go New York Giants. I'm going to go with you, Maddie.
Yeah,
I'm going to go New York Giants.
This is going to be one of those rare Giants predictions that I give for the win this year, but God damn, dude. I mean, apart from their team plane crashing, I don't know what else can go wrong for the Vikings this year.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. It's not what I'm saying. It's just, God damn. It's like the opening scene of Basketball where like, it certainly seems to be raining shit on Joe Cooper. Well, Joe Cooper is the Vikings right now.
Alan coming in saying, by the way, Mark Paul Gosselaar had to dye his hair blonde every 2 weeks while on Saved by the Bell. Believe me, Alan, I know that. I am a huge Saved by the Bell fan. I celebrate their entire catalog. Not a huge fan of the Good Morning Miss Bliss years. I know everything. I mean, hit me with some Saved by the Bell trivia from the original show to the movies, the Hawaiian style Wedding in Las Vegas, to the college years. I don't fuck with the new class. That's bullshit. But I mean, those shows are outstanding.
You're both gay by the bell. Can we move on, please?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Right.
Oh, wow. Look, Kenny has some hope. Vikings, Darnold lights it up.
Hey, I would have no problem with that. Like, again, I'm not a Viking hater. I know you're a little nicer to the Giants than I am, but I would be very surprised if that happened. But hey, if he does, good for him.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything really against Sam Darnold. I really don't.
No.
So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. He's going to be a backup in this league for probably his entire career. Obviously, he's going to be getting the starts this year. But I'll tell you what, if a quarterback who's better than him becomes available, I'm pretty sure the Vikings are going to take advantage of that. But yeah. I still don't understand. I still don't understand how they went from Indy to Cali in one season and fired half the cast. Well, the funny thing about that, yes, if for people who didn't know, the original Saved by the Bell took place in Indiana, and that was the Good Morning Miss Bliss years. Then all of a sudden, when they went to high school, it became California. It became Southern California, and not only that, but the principal, Mr. Belding, moved from Indiana to California. And then Zach Morris, Lisa Turtle, and Screech Powers all also decided to move. So they all went together. Could you imagine if you went to, like, Maddie, where'd you go to high school? You said Queens, right?
No, I was out here for high school. I went to a small school in the mountains where I played hockey.
Okay, where'd you go to middle school?
Queens.
Okay, so imagine when you were in Queens and your family was like, hey, by the way, we're moving to Denver. And you're like, oh, cool, man. I hate my principal. Fuck that guy. You move out to Denver. And then all of a sudden you go, and not only are two of your friends also moved out there, but also.
Yeah, like that would have been fine. No, that's basically what happened to me right for high school. And I don't know, dude. I've realized with watching movies and TV, you just got to let some shit slide, because the older you get, the more you're like, guys, the fuck. So you got to let some shit. Like, I went and saw the movie Trap, for example. I don't know if you've seen the previews for that. I liked it, but especially working in where I do and having done what I've done, you got to turn your mind off for a lot of that fucking movie, but you can still enjoy it. But there are parts where you're like for somebody in my profession, I'm like, abso-fucking-lutely not. Like, there's no fucking, but my wife kind of looks at me and I'm like, you're right. In with anger, out with love, breathe, woosah, woosah. And I did enjoy it, but I have to do that. And we all have to do it as we get older, especially if it's like any movie that deals with any kind of thing that we've worked on or whatever. You just have to let shit go, because it was written by somebody who doesn't do that shit. So
I'll tell you what, Maddie, I am in this studio sweating like friggin' crazy
hot
because
as
of
shit
this
here
fever.
too. Dude. It's fucking hot, but
No,
you have a fever.
Yeah, it's the fever, and then I also think the vodka has something to do with it.
I was gonna say, you're forever unclean, so there's nothing to be done for you. By the way, I thought about this week. You know how I said I have that same glass that you do, and I can't find it? I'm pretty sure one of those little fuckheads broke it and didn't tell me.
That's very possible, because I didn't know if I told you. I'm down to one. I'm from 4. I'm down to 1.
Oh, you're down to 1 now. Yeah, no, I've been looking everywhere, and I can't find it. And we found a bunch of old shit looking through stuff. We found an old Onion T-shirt that says "End Racism, Kill Everyone" from 1998. We've got
Nice.
an old Rangers windbreaker that I gave to my daughter. Like, so we're fine. It's like fucking treasure trove in that garage, but somehow this glass is still missing. And I'm pretty sure one of those dickheads broke it. And when I find out who it is, I'm taking their pinky.
Hell yeah.
America.
Alan says, don't understand how Tiffany Amber Thiessen went from skinny on Saved by the Bell to round-faced on Beverly Hills 90210. Dude, she is like the hottest thing on the planet. And I am sorry, bro. Like, she looked good on Saved by the Bell. I think she even looked better on 90210. She is gorgeous. As a matter of fact, she's still gorgeous. Like, if she has like a cooking show or something, she's hot.
I hate you both just for that. And the only thing I know her from is basketball.
Well, there you go. She was also in The Ladies Man. She was also in Son-in-Law with Pauly Shore.
I watched The Ladies Man. I never watched Son-in-Law.
Oh, dude, Son-in-Law is great. That's my favorite Pauly Shore movie.
But you love Pauly Shore.
I do.
Pauly Shore. I don't hate him. I'm just
me and Pauly follow.
Yeah, you guys are like Twitter homos.
We are,
which I'm kind of jealous of. Isn't it sad how when somebody on Twitter who's famous follows you back, you're like, "It's right, bitches. We hang out. We go to the swap meet."
I have together. A few. I have a few actually. I actually had a more on my other account for my old podcast, but even on this current one, I do have a few of those blue checkmark famous people. Okay, so here we go. Las Vegas Raiders versus the LA Chargers.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders on this one.
Okay, I'm going Chargers.
I think it'll just be. I mean, it's a total toss-up. I just think that the Raiders might start a little hotter than people think, but it won't last.
The Denver Broncos versus the Seattle Seahawks.
I think it's in Denver, so I'm going to give it to Denver by less than 3.
I'll go Seattle then.
I'm fine with Seattle winning. Don't get me wrong.
No, I know you are not a fan of those Denver Broncos. And then finally, our final one that I had marked as a close game, hard to determine, is our own New York Jets in San Francisco taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Who do you got, Maddie?
God, I want to plead the fifth on this one so fucking bad. I mean, I'm torn. I want the Jets to win, but with the signings that the Niners made, and it's on the road, I think it's a Niners game, but it's close and it's a very entertaining game, and I hope to God I'm wrong.
I think you're going to be wrong, Maddie. I think we're going to shock the world. Once again, 40-year Jets fan. I feel like this at the beginning of every season, and then my heart is broken. But I'm going to stick with all you guys, all our Jets fans. I'm going New York Jets Monday night. Jets. All right. Sean Bennett coming in. Jets 23-20. I'll go with that. What did I pick the game as?
I would love that.
I think I said 24-21. So it's like the same point spread. But yeah. Alan, San Francisco is probably going to win, but only by a field goal. Well, so who came in here? Was it Alan who came in here on Tuesday night and told us that the Jets were going to lose like 31-13? And I said, look, I have no fucking problem if you pick the 49ers, but to think that the Jets defense is going to give up 31 points.
That's crazy talk. Yeah, like I said, the Jets Niners game is going to be a very low scoring game. I wouldn't be shocked if it was like a 13-10 game. And again, I want more than anything for the Jets to win that game. But it's gonna be a close game, and again, like I said earlier, both teams are gonna be at their sloppiest. So we'll see. I mean, it's very possible the Jets could stun the world and handle business, and I would love that. So we'll see what happens. But I really wish I could just abstain from this game because I can see, like, if you were to, you know how like in Dumb Romantic Comedies somebody writes like a pros and cons list. I can write them and they match everything equally. So we'll see. Wild Wave, I am not a fake. You go to hell.
Dweeb Eubank comes in and says nothing.
Thanks for coming in.
But Greg says Jets by
might be the best comment all night.
Yeah, a no comment, just a nothing.
Yeah, just I happen to be here.
Guys, hit that like button. We're about to get to the intermission report, but before we do, Maddie and myself have to predict the AFC East. The Buffalo Bills, the New York Jets, the New England Patriots, and the Miami Dolphins. Maddie, who do you have coming in fourth, and how many wins do you have them at?
Fourth place is an easy one. It's the New England Patriots. I am going to be a little generous and give them 5 wins, although I would not be shocked if they only got 4. They're in the absolute bottom of the rebuilding phase, and that's just the way it is right now. It's, they've been on top for long enough. For any Patriot fan complaining, nobody wants to hear your fucking bullshit. So I'm going to go 5-12 as my final pick. But if they went 4-13, I wouldn't be shocked.
I literally would if a Patriots fan, I don't care if they're bad for the next 20 years, they have no right to fucking complain.
No, I don't ever want to hear them whine ever.
Yeah, never want to hear it. I agree with you, Maddie. The New England Patriots will be the 4th in this division, and you gave them 5 and said it could be 4. I'm going to give them 4 and say it could be 5.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these picks are a little easier for me to give a little wiggle room because I paid the most attention to this division.
There you go. Here we go, Maddie. This is where it gets interesting because I think
the Dolphins at 8-9.
Okay, okay. I think that a lot of people in this chat would put the Jets at the top and the Patriots at the bottom, but the debate comes there in the middle.
2 and 3 are
Bills.
Very much up for argument, but no, I'm going Dolphins at 8-9. I think that, like I said earlier, and I alluded to this, the paper tigerness of the Miami Dolphins is going to get exposed many times this year. And sorry, kids, but if you're a Dolphins fan, I think that you're going to start to witness a decline this year that I think will carry into the next couple.
I think the same thing, except about the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
I think the Buffalo Bills are in their free fall. None of from what I'm to understand, I don't think any of the receivers on the Bills have caught a pass from Josh Allen in a regular season game. Stephon Diggs is gone. I think that the Buffalo Bills will be lucky to get what I'm about to give them. And I'm going to say that the Buffalo Bills end the season in 3rd place at 9-8.
Okay. That's fair.
Obviously not winning the division. Go ahead. Who's your number 3?
Obviously, my number 2. Obviously, I got the Bills. I have them going 10-7. They're going to squeak out some wins that just kind of whatever. Josh Allen's still a good quarterback, and he can still win the occasional game or two just completely on his own, I believe. I haven't looked at their schedule, but they're going to have some duds on there that they just roll over. But I still have them. I have them at 10-7, and this will be the last year where they get 10 wins for a while.
I have number 2, the Miami Dolphins at 10-7, and I think heading into the last few games of the season, they're going to be right with the Jets. Like they're going to be at like 10-4, 10-5, but it's just going to collapse again. The Dolphins will end out 10-7, and will, of course, as they have done in the past quarter century, will make the playoffs but lose in the first round.
Right? Yeah, gotcha.
All right, here we go.
I mean, just by process of elimination, obviously, I have the Jets in first place. They just look too strong on paper, and from everything we've seen, they look really good. This is another one I'm gonna waver on. I'm gonna err on the side of caution and say they'll go 11-6, but they could very easily be 12-5. So I'm gonna say 11-6, and then when I'm wrong and they go 12-5, then fantastic. But either way, I mean, if the Jets ended the season 11-6, who's gonna complain? Nobody.
So, nobody's going to complain, especially if we take the division as we expect.
Yeah. So, and I expect them to take the division, and I think that they're just going to they're going to run around just clapping cheeks like nobody's business.
I have the Jets going 12-5, but could easily go 13-4.
Yeah, and I'd be thrilled with that.
I talked about it a little bit, and guys, if you haven't checked it out, go over to my not on the live part of my page, on the videos. I did an interview with Jake Asman and talked to him about this, and we had a great conversation. We talked about all you guys over there, the US Maniacs. I mean, it's just a group. It's a motley crew of people. And we talked about all you guys. We talked about the Jets, and I told him that I think the Jets will go 12-5. He agreed, but I did say that a lot of you guys in the comments section have said 13-4, and I can't argue with that. So it's, I mean, and once again, we're doing this assuming that not only the Jets, but every team in our division stays healthy. We're not any team. If
Right.
the Dolphins lose Tua, they're fucked. If the Chiefs lose Mahomes, they're fucked. Same with Rodgers. It's this. It is what it is. So on paper, a healthy AFC East. This is how I see it breaking down.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean, all these predictions are assuming everybody stays relatively healthy, which you can't really do in the NFL. But at the same time, you can't predict an injury, so this is the best way to do it, in my opinion.
Sean says Jets with 12, Miami with 11, Buffalo with 10, New England with 6. Wow, I think you're giving a lot to New England there. The rest are all reasonable, but New England at 6, that's a lot. That's a lot. Let's just put Valerie Malone right now on Pluto Mike. I'm still a Kelly Kapowski. I'm assuming Kelly Kapowski guy. Look, dude, I love her. She was one of my she was one of my first crushes when I knew what a crush was. Obviously when I was a little kid, I mean, I loved the Valerie Bertinellis. I loved the Molly Ringwalds, all those girls. But then as I got older and I'm like, oh, I know what I can do with a female. It became the Kelly Kapowskis. So it is what it is. Scott, I love the optimism here. A run of division titles starts this season. I love the optimism, but I'm going to tell you what, man, we're going to be lucky to get 2 because Rodgers ain't going to be around. We got to see how Jordan Travis is going to, develop over the next 2 years. But I definitely can see the Jets getting at least the next 2 years. Johnny Boy, very optimistic. I'm still 14-3. Guys, hit those like buttons. Hit the like button on this show. I want as many people as possible in this chat and whatever. Oh, here's some new people. Look, we got Donkey Kong in here. Jets suck ass like Green Bay. The Green Bay didn't suck ass last night.
No, I thought they did 5 points. That's solid,
especially with the field they were playing on. All that shit. It is what it is. He's saying okay. Sean's saying New England has a good defense still. Yeah, we'll see when they're going up against the powerhouses in the division. It's disrespectful. They have Mike Williams as a projected score of 7.7. And once again, they had Alan Lazard really low too. I think Alan Lazard's going to catch a touchdown pass. Just wait.
There will be no living with you if he does.
There will be none. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We've done our AFC East predictions. We've predicted every single game for week 1, starting obviously tomorrow and ending with the main event Monday night with the Jets and the 49ers. But what we got to do now, it's time. We're a little bit over on here, but we'll try to stay on a little bit past our 2-hour mark because I want to get to your calls. And I will, I'm really excited about that. But before we get to your calls, before we do all that, the first thing we got to do is get to our intermission report and Mike and Maddie's top 5. So here we go.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
Hey, Scott.
Now this should be a very quick intermission report because usually, for those of you who are new, we usually ask you guys to give us a top 5, a generic top 5 that not only Maddie and myself can easily come up with on the spot, but also that the people in the comments section can come up with their top 5. Also, as you guys call in, you guys also seem to like to not only tonight we predicted the AFC East, so I expect our callers to give their AFC East predictions, but I also expect them to say, hey, here's my top 5 slashers. Our boy John, who is not in here tonight, which is shocking to me, considering that he picked this top 5 a couple weeks ago, and we missed it last week, so I promised him that we'd do it tonight. So hopefully he will watch on the, you know what, Daniel, we're going to do this. We are totally, I am a Maddie knows I'm a big uniform guy. Top 5 uniforms in football, not just NFL. That's something next week. Come back at us with that. Hey, look, Scott, tonight's my birthday. Hey, if you want to buy me to make it to midnight, I don't know if Maddie can keep going, but I will take your calls till midnight. If you guys start getting those super chats, gifted channel memberships, all that stuff in here, believe me, that could be the next thing. Everyone came through so hardcore when I asked you guys, get me 10 gifted channel memberships. I'll give 10, get me to the 40 we need for more emojis. You guys came through hardcore and I appreciate that. But if Scott, if you and a few other people want me to go till midnight, I think tonight could be one of those nights. We will see, but we'll see. It's gonna take some stuff here. Oh, look, hey, Dolphins fan in the house. Scott, where have you been, bro? Yeah, dude, I haven't bought them even last season. I don't watch a lot of college football, but let's be honest, man. Like the whole Deion Sanders, his son thing. It's like, what do you think about them, Maddie?
It makes it interesting to watch, but all I'll say is I do not bet on college football, and I certainly do not bet on that team.
All right, guys, you are putting in top fives, but like I said, we promised John 2 weeks ago that we would do this one. We missed it last week. Tonight, it's top 5 horror slashers. We're gonna get through that. Start putting your suggestions in the Johnny. Okay, you know what, Johnny? You want me to go to 3 a.m.? That's fine. But will I be there at 10:30 tomorrow morning for your show? I don't know about that if I'm up till 3. Let's just work on midnight. How about that? Let's just work on midnight. But yeah, top 5 horror slashers. Let's do this. I mean, I have my 5, Maddie. I prepared for this one. All right.
But so I think because you're excited about this, I think you should go first.
We have a super chat. Scott coming in, channel member. Jets. Scott Foster coming in with 199 says, let's go until Monday night. Let me tell you guys this. The last weekend, I think I would have to be a Sunday night. I'd probably have to take off the next Monday morning. But my wife and my 2 daughters are going with my in-laws for 3 days up into Maine or somewhere to go whale watching. And obviously I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be spending those 3 days as much as possible with you guys. I'd like to do it like a 10-hour stream, something crazy like that. I'm just letting you guys know. So there is going to be some long streams coming up towards the end of September into October. And not only that, we're going to have a Halloween special. So I don't know if it's going to be a pop-up stream or how we're going to do it, but I am a huge Halloween fan. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm decorating. I always decorate on the weekend of my birthday, or the weekend closest to my birthday. And we already have started doing fall shit. And I have some stuff that I bought recently, last weekend. And we already have some Halloween shit going on in our house. So it is what it is. Scott, thank you so much for the 199. I do appreciate it. Here we go. There's some people in here. Yeah, there's Metz. He's going to end up calling in, so I don't need to go through this. Sean Bennett coming in with Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Pinhead, Jason, Chucky. That's awesome. All right. Here we go. Maddie, top 5 horror slashers. Hold on. When you are a channel member, you also get a free super chat every month. And here's one with Clancy. Jets. We finally made it. Time for serious business now. Let's go, New York Jets. Thank you, Mike and Maddie, for helping us all get through the offseason. JETS. Dude, you have no idea. Last season, I started covering the Jets. I was just doing reaction videos after games, and those will continue. They're about 5 to 10 minutes. Please go back and check them out, because if the Jets lose, I go fucking ballistic. And it's always my first reaction. Like the second the game ends, I record for 5 to 10 minutes, and then I get it up as fast as possible. It's usually within the first hour of the game ending, and I don't edit it at all. The only thing I do is edit in like the name and the graphics and things like that. But it's and sometimes I'm not thinking and I go crazy and I just start cursing people out. It is what it is. But thank you, Clancy. No, I appreciate that. You appreciate that we helped you through the off season, but you guys helped us through the off season, because without you guys, we would have had no one to talk to. Maddie, who's your number 5 of top 5 slashers of all time?
Harry Warden.
Harry Warden.
Are you familiar?
I am not. Give it to me. Am I missing
Bloody
something?
Valentine.
Bloody Valentine. Damn, I knew it, dude.
You got it. I'll give you points for it. I just loved that movie as a kid. It was one of those where like nobody liked that movie, but it was always on like Fox for Halloween. And My Bloody Valentine, big fan of that movie. Harry Warden, just
dude. I love the song, the Ballad of Harry Warden.
Yeah,
I love the movie. Have you ever seen the one where have you ever seen the cutout scenes? Like that movie was supposed to be so much better and more gory. Like
it was supposed to be way
the
better.
Washing machine or the dryer scene.
I went to the remake in 3D and that was fun.
Dude, I have the remake in 3D and I've watched it on my my TV.
It's a good time.
I thought I have a sneeze coming.
There, you get a sneeze.
It's coming. It's coming.
Sorry.
But yeah, dude, there's only 2 remakes that have been made that I enjoy. My Bloody Valentine is one of them. And not only that, my boy Tom Atkins, who I love from Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
Everybody knows Tom Atkins.
The Fog. He's in that movie.
He's been in a lot of movies.
Yeah, he's awesome.
What's the other remake you give the thumbs up to?
The Jessica Biel Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
All right, we're gonna have to disagree on that one, but we'll talk about it later.
You're wrong, but that's okay.
No, I'm not.
Jessica Biel alone makes that movie worth it.
Just because the chick is hot does not make a good movie.
It does. That's where you're wrong.
Oh, God, you're a sad man. Give me your
my number 5 is Sam from Trick or Treat.
Okay, cool. All right, good one. I didn't consider that one. That's a good one. I like that one.
Dude, if you guys haven't seen if you guys haven't seen Trick or Treat, it's a movie and it has like 4 different stories going through it, but they all interconnect. So you'll see people from like story 2 in the background of story 3. It all takes place in one town. It's just the way the movie was done. Michael Dougherty, who directed it and wrote it, outstanding. It's like a pivotal Halloween movie if you haven't seen it. And it's not Trick or Treat. There is a movie, Trick or Treat. It's Trick or Treat. And it has this little sackhead midget guy that they call Sam. He's supposed to be the embodiment of the spirit of Halloween.
Awesome.
So if you disrespect any of the traditions of Halloween, like the kids who go around breaking jack-o'-lanterns or things, he'll come after you. Like that's part of it.
I gotta watch that again. I haven't seen that in a couple of years.
It's fucking awesome. Maddie, who do you have at number 4?
All right, number 4, I have Michael Myers. And
that's low.
You could argue that. Here's the thing. The Halloween movies are amazing. Michael as a killer is not what makes the Halloween movies amazing. He's a good killer, but it's the environment, the whole thing. Michael helps, but to me, Michael is just, I mean, really, he's just just a constant coming for you killer type guy. I love the movies. Don't get me wrong. If we were doing slasher movies, this would be a lot higher up on my list. But as just killers go, you can argue that Michael really doesn't do much, and it's a lot with the score, the supporting characters, etc. Again, still love Michael, but I have him lower than I'm sure you do.
Absolutely. And I would say this, I know who probably your number 1 is going to be, and there'd be no him without Michael Myers. And the thing is that Michael Myers created a lot of the things the Undertaker sit up. The reason the Undertaker does that sit up is because of Michael Myers. The reason
that works.
The reason that Jason, for instance, does like a head tilt sometimes or does the walk he does is because of Michael Myers.
But I can also tell you don't have my number 1 down because you think my number 1 is Jason.
I did. I thought your number 1 was Jason. My number 4, he's awesome. It's probably it's one of the best series out there, and I've talked about this on the show before because every movie and the TV show were all done by the same guy. It's very rare that happens. It's very rare that happens in horror. Don Mancini created one of the best series ever, and my number 4 is obviously Charles Lee Ray, Chucky.
Chuckles Chasmataz. All right, well, I guess we'll move on to number 3. My number 3 is Freddy Krueger. I think Freddy brings a lot to the screen. I was very torn between putting him at number 2 just because he was the first killer that you just started rooting for, really, in my opinion. Like, when Dream Warriors came out, by the time Dream Warriors was like halfway through, you're like, fuck them kids. Kill them all.
Well, that's because some of the kids in Dream Warriors are so fucking annoying and lame.
Right.
Like the fucking kid who's like, I am the game master, or
Yes,
like
no, I
nerd.
get it. I
Get the
agree.
fuck out of here,
But
you
let's
geek.
also give Freddie credit for being able to bounce back after the travesty that was Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Ugh.
That was
Yeah.
so bad, and Dream Warriors was like, holy shit, dude, we love that. So
Well, I'm one of the
again,
few people who also loves Dream Master.
I like basically 3 through until Freddy's dead. I think they're all fun, they're ridiculous, but I like all of them. And then when they did Freddy's Dead, I was like, oh, too meta.
And 2, by the way, 2 has its parts.
2 has some great one-liners in it.
Yeah, and it has some cool parts, like when he's at that pool party.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, cool shit. But for me, the only nightmares that I enjoy are 1, 3, and 4. Like, that's it. Those are the only ones that I consider good horror movies. And Freddy, by the way, did not even make my list.
Chucky didn't make mine.
Now there you go.
Yeah.
My number 3 is one of the newer, and when I say newer, it's because I'm a kid of the 80s, and this guy didn't come around to the late 90s, but he's really, I think, if you were to rate the movies, like, okay, so Freddy has some real stinkers, and Chucky has some real stinkers, and Michael Myers has some real stinkers, and Jason has some real stinkers. There's only one movie in the entire series that I think could be considered a stinker, and it's part 3. Ghostface is my number 3. I think 1, 2, 4, and then obviously Scream and Scream 6. I think they're all great movies. They're fun to watch, and yeah, Ghostface takes it for me. And he's the most, I'd say, aside from Sam, he's the most recent killer I got. What's your number 2, Maddie?
My number 2 is Jason Voorhees. I just love Jason. I love him. I think he's great. I think he's a lot of fun. They work so much good humor in with him where, I mean, he literally, again, the head tilt, all the shit. And again, inspired by, I mean, basically, let's be honest, the slasher genre is just everybody ripping off everybody else. Yeah. But Jason is my guy. Well, he's going to be a Jason guy. I just wish they'd get his ass in Dead by Daylight, which I think will happen eventually. But yeah, Jason's my dude.
What I would say here, Mets, about New Nightmare is the problem with always had with New Nightmare is it basically negates every previous movie, because all of a sudden it's Robert Englund and he's a guy who stars in a movie, and it's Heather Langenkamp who stars as Nancy in a movie, and all New Nightmare does is say that every previous movie didn't exist. So not a huge fan of that kind of retcon.
No, not a fan at all.
And the movie's a little long. It's a little long.
It was. I feel like it was that Nightmare on Elm Street sequel that none of us asked for and didn't want.
Yeah,
like the concept is just, you're kind of like, no, like I said earlier, it's just a little too meta, and it's just okay, great. You think you're coming up with something good, but no one wants this.
And you gave your number 2?
Yeah, my name is Jason.
Jason Voorhees is also my number 2. I think a lot of those movies are outstanding. I love 1, I love 2, 3 I could do without. I love 4 is probably one of the best. Yeah, it's one of the best ones. 5 I've learned to love more over the years, but it's still not a great movie.
6 is phenomenal.
Is my favorite. 6
is the best.
6 and 4, man. Like
6 and 4 are money.
7 and 8, once again, they're cool, definitely cool parts. Kane Hodder is clearly a kick-ass Jason. Problem is that none of the fodder, none of the kids that he's killing, they're just unlikable. There's just nothing about them that sticks out.
There's nothing that makes you root for them.
Yeah, in part 6, you had Court. Court's the man. He's fucking funny.
And I forget that kid's name who's like, we're dead meat.
Oh, that was one of the little kids.
But then you're like, dude, and there's this scene where Jason goes into that room and walks away. He's like, I don't kill kids. I don't butcher children. You know, there was 6 and 4 phenomenal again.
Court was the guy who was riding the bus to Alice Cooper, or riding the Winnebago to Teenage Frankenstein.
All right,
love him. Megan, Tommy Jarvis, Tom Matthews. I mean, outstanding. And then you even go back to 4 and you have awesome Crispin Glover and his dance.
Star Mummy.
Well, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like the
characters. You remember these things.
Yeah, but those characters were just, you wanted them to die. Like, just,
yeah. Well, and before we move on, though, I do want us to talk about Jason's masks. Which is your
Hold
favorite?
on, Daniel. I love you. You help out. Fuck Resurrection. Fuck Busta Rhymes. And I'm sure hoping that though that smiley face with tears that was literally the lowest point of the Halloween franchise. That was the lowest point. At one point he says "Happy Halloween, motherfucker," and then later, like 10 minutes later, says "Trick or treat, motherfucker."
Oh, that's right.
And
Yeah.
then does kung fu against Michael Myers, and fuck that. That shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Maddie. What were you gonna say?
So I was saying, favorite like face look for Jason and least favorite look.
Least favorite bag, Jason. Although I love the movie.
Okay.
Favorite 7. New Blood, Kane Hodder.
Okay.
Like you could see his spine, you could see his ribs. When it's the best look when his mask gets taken off.
And he's just like a rotted zombie.
Yeah.
We are in total disagreement here. Bag Jason is my favorite.
Oh my god.
I love like hillbilly Jason in the woods. Like a bag makes the most sense for me.
No, I like the idea.
That's why I like it. I think it looks cool and I think it makes the most sense. Least favorite, I think I'm gonna go with Jason X. It was just so dumb.
Uber Jason, or like before he became Uber
Jason, where he's like polished, hairband glam metal Jason. I just don't like. Not a fan.
All right, you're number 1, Maddie. Surprise me.
Yeah, well, you said your number 1 inspired my number 1, and that's simply not true. Because my number 1 is
that's because I thought your number. Hold on, I thought your number 1 was Jason.
No,
so that's
Leatherface, and honorable mention to the family, but Leatherface is my guy. Texas Chainsaw the original is the one like slasher movie that I watched as a kid where I had bad dreams about it for years on and off. There's just no reasoning with those people. They're fucked up. They're selling human meat to people. Like, I love the original Texas Chainsaw. 2 I can live without. 3 I really oddly like, even though it's completely ridiculous with Viggo Mortensen and all that nonsense. Part 4 is a great reference, like is a great liner to talk about.
I own all the Texas Chainsaw movies. Obviously, I'm not talking like once we got to the remake, obviously with Jessica Biel, I have that one. But then when they did like the beginning and all
that's
that,
your most paused movie ever, I know.
Well, no, but the beginning and everything they did after that.
Yeah, it got ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
now I didn't mind actually the Netflix one. I did not mind that one. I thought
I was on there. That was trash.
No, I think I expected so much worse. That
happens.
Yeah, so I know that happens with a lot of horror movies now. I expect so bad that they end up being like, instead of being terrible, they're just bad. And I'm like,
oh, this is not as bad. Yeah, exactly. No, I get you.
Daniel Murphy says, you're going to hate me because I think serial killer movies aren't scary at all. Like a dude doesn't scare me. LOL. I find demonic type shit scarier just because I don't hate you. I don't find really slasher movies scary either. I enjoy them. But let me tell you this. Here's why I would be more scared of a Jason or a Michael or a Leatherface, because these are big dudes who could fuck with me. I don't buy into demonic shit. That doesn't scare me. Ghosts don't scare me. I don't buy into any of that crap. So those movies don't scare me as much as a real man. Now, slasher movies don't scare me because they're just fun to watch, but I don't buy into ghosts and all that crap. So that doesn't scare me, but I do buy into crazy, insane men going and trying to kill you. And I'm not saying resurrected zombie people. I'm just saying big hulking men trying to fuck with you. How about the New Orleans Jazz Axeman killer, Jack the Ripper, the Zodiac killer. You can go on and on. That shit definitely scares me more. Real people scare me.
All right, go on and tell us why.
Oh yeah, my number 1. Come on, it's Michael Myers. He's the original slasher. Leatherface is a slasher, but it's like, once again, you talked about it, and he came before Michael, but it's more of like the family. So it's like, it's different than a single man.
Yeah.
Michael Myers was the original when you think slasher. He was the original. Halloween 1 was a masterpiece in cinematography, in directing, in music, score. Everything about that movie makes it my favorite movie of all time, period.
I agree that Halloween is a fucking phenomenal film.
Yeah, and for me, it's like I watch those movies every year at Halloween. Leading up from my birthday, which is today, till Halloween, I've already watched the first Halloween with my kids. They are begging to watch Halloween 3: Season of the Witch because they love that one. I do too. The original Halloween 2 is awesome. 4 is awesome. 5 sucks. 6, the producer's cut is better because the score matches the earlier movies better instead of having that rock theme in the theatrical release. H2O is okay. Resurrection is trash. The first Rob Zombie movie is okay, but it's typical Rob Zombie bullshit. And it didn't impress me. It's okay. H2, absolutely terrible. The new trilogy just got worse and worse.
Came out talking about H2 and said how much he hated H2 and didn't even want to do it. Like he went out and went off on H2 just recently. I don't know. I didn't say the article, but yeah, even Rob Zombie is with you on that one.
All right, folks. This has been the intermission report with
Mike and Maddie's Top 5.
Make sure if you are in here and you haven't yet, hit that like button, because when we get back from this break, I am going to start taking your calls. Here it comes, folks. I am going to drop the link to call into the show in the comments section, and I want to know your top 5 slashers. I want to know your predictions on the AFC East, and if you have any predictions for the week 1 games, please let us know. But yeah, that was a good intermission report. I like when we can do it like that. So that's all. Let's get back from the intermission report and start taking your calls.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
All right, Maddie, are you ready to start taking some calls?
I guess.
Seeing what these numbskulls think.
I have never seen Candyman, so I noticed that.
Really?
I never saw it. It's one of those that every time I'm like, all right, I need to watch Candyman, something keeps coming up and fucking with me. So I actually resolved this year to at least, because I love Tony Todd. Tony Todd's one of my favorites. So I'm like, I'm going to watch at least the first Candyman at some point before Halloween this year.
All right. Well, let's get to our first caller. He's a regular. He's always one of the first ones calling in. And I love this man. Please don't take offense as I bring you in because it's time.
The guy named Metz, you might have heard the name. Lives in North Carolina, but his heart's in the game. He's got a thing for sports and white giants and jets. But when it comes to pain, he's got no regrets. Metz, tossing kids like a pro. Out shopping carts, that's the way he rolls. He's got no love for trolls or anything that seems. Just a guy in North Carolina living out his dreams. He sees a shopping cart and he takes his stand. With a playful grin, he's got the upper hand. He'll lift them high, then let them go into the aisle where this laughter starts to flow. Metz, tossing kids like a pro. Out of shopping carts, that's the way he rolls. Got no love for trolls or anything to see. Just a guy in North Carolina living out his dreams.
Metz is like, yeah, I need a copy of that.
Welcome, Metz.
Look at, he can't even be mad. Look at him. He's so happy.
Okay. First off, you and I ever cross paths, Manny, I'm going to stuff you full of masaka.
Yeah, Maddie, that was your fault, that whole video. Maddie came up with that. That's Maddie singing.
Come and get me, Twiggy. I ain't afraid of you. I fight in real life with your
You
wrestling.
don't even know what
ass.
masaka is, do you?
Nope, don't care. You ain't stuffing
It's
me with
mint
shit.
lamb with egg. It's grilled eggplant with minced lamb.
Okay, you know what? You can
Right.
stuff me full of that shit because it sounds delicious.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
But I also don't know why you're mad at me.
Well, in any case, my top 5 slashers: Jacob Goodnight, to anyone who's never seen See No Evil,
We're just gonna breeze past this.
which is a crap heap.
No. The funny thing is his first pick for a slasher is the Kane WWE movie.
Number 4 is Chucky, the OG Chucky. Brad Dourif over Mark Hamill any day.
Oh, absolutely.
Mark Hamill was Chucky?
The reboot.
Yeah, the crap remake.
Okay, I didn't know that, so that's interesting.
Where it was an artificial intelligence instead of a serial killer using voodoo to transplant his soul into a doll. Number 3 for me is Michael. Then Jason, especially since I've actually met 2 of the Jasons.
Which ones?
Graham, CJ Graham from part 6 and Kane Hodder from 7 through X.
There you go. Those are two. And once again, I have a little personal beef with fucking CJ Graham, but regardless, he's in my favorite Jason movie, and those are probably my 2 favorites. Who played him in 4? Tim White?
Mike White, I think his name was. No,
yeah, he was good. He was good.
Mike. What's really funny is if you watch the documentary, he talks about how much he hated Corey Feldman. He just wanted to kick his ass the whole time.
Corey Feldman is a national treasure. I just want to point that out.
I get it, but yeah, Jason was like, dude, that kid annoyed the fuck out of me.
I really wonder who the guy is who played him in the Never Hike Alone fan films. If they could bring Don Matthews back to play Tommy Jarvis.
Well, I love those. The Never Hike Alone
was Return of the Living Dead Part 2, and I Will Die on This Hill.
Oh, fuck that, dude. That
they
jumped the
so
shark on that
funny.
one.
God, it was great. It laughed at itself.
The first
so hard.
one is outstanding.
The second one's great.
Kind of jumped the
I
shark.
still find it annoying that none of the scriptwriters put in the plot device that the only way to kill Jason is to destroy his mother's head.
I personally
That wouldn't make any
think
sense.
that Sean thinks. I personally think Sean thinks I'm fucking kidding. Yeah, he's a great musician. Ascension Millennium, a Comeback King. Go for it. Yeah.
Donatello.
Yeah, he's Donatello. That's true too. Did you give your number 1?
No. Oh no, not yet. It's Freddy.
Okay. What's your top like 3 Freddy movies?
I'd say the 84 OG, Dream Warriors, and I'd have to. And if it were to count, I would have said Freddy versus Jason, and mostly because here's a fun little tidbit. You know who the stunt double is for Freddy for England?
I do not.
It's Rey Mysterio.
No way. No, I'm gonna have to look that up. Because he's way too small.
But he is. But how else could Freddy pull some of those moves off on Jason? They need someone small but agile.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't hate Freddy versus Jason. I look at Freddy versus Jason. No, I think Freddy versus Jason was like going to watch a WrestleMania or going to watch a boxing fight. It was just a fun movie. And once again, they Ronnie Yu, the director, got a lot of things wrong in that movie. But all that aside, it was just a fun movie. Hey, look, I like all kinds of music there, Sean. Corey Feldman, I just am one of the few people who will defend him. Now, do I think he's serious? No, I think he's trolling everybody. But I'm sorry, he's just entertaining. Just Corey Feldman is entertaining, and that's how it is. Yeah, Dre Day's in here, man. I haven't seen him in a while. What's up, Dre Day, the Jets fan? And he gives the Jets chance, so we'll give it to him on the show there. Jets. Thank you for being here, Dre. Quinn coming in. Oh, look at that stuttering John, man. Dabbleverse. Thoughts on John Melendez saying he could have been the first Danish Puerto Rican starting in the NFL. Dude, first off, I am way into the Dabbleverse. And Quinn, I'm glad you're here. John Melendez is the most out of touch, psychotic person on the internet today. More than Corey Feldman, more than other, like Stuttering John literally has proven himself just a lol cow. And anyone who doesn't know what a lolcow is, it's basically a person who goes online, thinks they're doing great shit, but really everyone watching them, everybody who's interacting with them is just doing it to make fun of them and mock at how stupid they are. But yeah, a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of the Shuli Network. I'm a huge fan of Who Are These Podcasts, all that stuff. So Quinn, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Anyway, as for how I think the AFC East is playing out, let me run it down. Patriots, they're getting
okay. Hold on, Mets. Hold on 1 second. For those of you, I have some people I have to get to them. But I did ask everybody to please call in with your top 5 slashers, call in with your predictions for the AFC East. I'm going to get to our next callers very shortly, but Mets, give it to us. Your AFC East predictions.
Number 4, no-brainer, Patriots. I'm not giving them more than 4 wins. They're basically going to stay packed compared to last year. My number 3, I'm going to say Buffalo. I'm going to give them 9. I'll give Miami.
So still a winning. You still have Buffalo with a winning record.
Yeah. Miami, I'm going to give 10 at number 2. And I'm going to give the Jets 12 at number 1.
Nice. I love it. I love hearing people predicting the Jets winning the AFC East. It's so rare that we get this.
Yeah, we never have this.
It's so fucking rare. And it seems to be a nice agreement between most people. Now, obviously, people like Alan and stuff are going to come in and they're going to troll, and fans of other teams are going to come in and whatever. But yeah, most people, I think, agree that the Jets are going to be that number 1 team. Guys, if you are new, what's up, Adirondack Fly Guy? Dre Day came in. He said, I just got off of work. So thank you for coming in, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. That really helps out the show. And it's free. So it's not too much to ask on. I only get to say this once a year on Midnight Mike's birthday. So do me a favor and hit that like button. Mets, anything else?
So we'll be celebrating my half birthday.
No, we celebrated your birthday. We celebrated your birthday.
Well, I bet Maddie will be happy to hear that the Mets are back in the top 3 for the wild card.
We'll see.
The Mets are blowing my mind.
Yeah, what's his name broke his wrist though, so that hurts.
McNeil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. But still, they are blowing the lid off things. I was not expecting them to recover this tremendously after the gambling.
I really want one of those Mets hats that has Doc Gooden's number on the side. Have you seen those? I think they have a strawberry one too. I'd really like one.
I would wear a Mets hat if it had a normal Mets hat, but on the side that doesn't have the New Era logo, has a stitched in face of Mets 2128.
Could be worse. You could also find one that has Grimace stitched on it.
I feel like you could make that hat.
I would love to. Mets, thank you so much for joining us.
For him for his birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Hopefully we'll see you.
Hates the trolls and all this mud they spread. It keeps his heart clean and his mind ahead. They're cheering for the Giants and the Jets in the fight. Living in the South, keep your kids out of sight. Mets, toss the kids like a pro. Out of shopping carts, that's the way he rolls. Got no love for trolls or anything to see. Just a guy in North Carolina living out his dreams.
What up, guys?
There he is.
What's up, Johnny? Before he left us, Mets said that his birthday is coming up next week. So hopefully everybody can give a shout out to Mets and say happy birthday to him next week. Johnny boy, what's up? I can't wait to see you tomorrow morning.
Same here, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. Mike, Maddie, always a pleasure, man. I really do look forward to your guys' show. It's awesome. Maddie, I did want to say, how's everything? I know last time, just wanted to get a quick update.
Good, man.
Everything's good.
Yeah, Sasha actually came on and thanked everybody for the kind words earlier tonight.
Cool.
The toe is the nail is gonna fall off here in a couple of days, and she does not like the fact that I keep calling her Big Toe, because my nickname for her is usually Big Time, but I'm like, yo, Big Toe, what up? Now, of course, everything is a Friday quote with instead of Big Worm, it's Big Toe.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, but she's doing good, man. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you, by the way, to everyone for asking. I got several texts too, and from Mike as well, a few of you guys, and I just want to say thank you guys very much. That was very
awesome, man. Hey, you been in my prayers, bro. So just want to let you know.
I
And then
appreciate
Mike,
it,
man, yo, happy birthday, bro. I mean, the big 2-5,
Thank
man.
you.
God damn, bro, looking good. I mean,
5-5.
Somehow I've been a Jets fan for 40 years, but I'm 25 years old, so that works out for me. I'm okay.
You've been a
with
Jets
that.
fan for 40 years and haven't killed yourself. That's an
look,
accomplishment.
we're Jet fans, right? And we can't count. So 1 + 1 is 11 for me all day, every day.
I love the
So,
hat, by the way, Johnny.
I appreciate it,
That's
man.
freaking hilarious.
You should see people's heads neck break every single time I wear this hat. So it's awesome.
It's fucking funny, dude.
All right, so
Well, that's because hold on. You wear a hat like that, and people immediately want to kill you. They think you're wearing your "Make America Great Again" hat, and then all of a sudden, boom, you got the make. What is that?
Plátanos. Plantains, baby. Make plantains for $4 again.
In America, we call them bananas.
That too. Hello. Hey, I wish I could get some.
That's a Cobra Kai joke.
His alarm started ringing.
I took that joke directly from Johnny Lawrence.
Hey, but all right. So peep this out. Slashers. I was happy you said this, man.
Hit it.
All right. Freddy Krueger, number 5. I mean, that dude was a freaking nut job.
He's a legend.
And of course, Leatherface all day with the chainsaw coming down. I mean, dude was hiding inside of freaking walls and just coming at you, right? Number 3, Candyman. I won't say it another time because you know what happens after that, right? I love that movie, bro. Like it was such an underrated, and the remake of it was pretty good too. So just I had it wasn't a remake, it was the like afterwards and everything because they brought it back to where it was originated from, which was awesome. Number 2, I mean, of course, Jason. I mean, how could you not? Jason. I think his mom was more of a badass than Jason, but that's just my take on that, right? And then the GOAT, Michael Myers. I mean, the guy that Mike has right over his left shoulder. Every single time that dude just would get up,
Jason
keep coming. So, yeah,
Jason is like the unanimous number 2. Everybody has him second.
Yeah, dude, it was a tough one for me.
Scott says you can't get anything for $1 anymore. And actually, Scott, with 10-10-220, you can get all your long distance calls up to 20 minutes for only 99 cents. So anyone remember that?
Yeah, suck it.
I was a 1-800 collect guy.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I would bail you out, Maddie. Just know that. I will, but $1 at a time. All right. I got you, bro.
I appreciate that.
And then this whole AFC, look, I could give a damn about the Bills, the Patriots, and the Dolphins. It's all about the Jets, Jets. People think I'm nuts. I have us 14-3, man. I truly believe there's nobody on that team. There's nobody on that damn schedule that I'm like, shit. I still believe though we lose on Monday night in a close game, right? I have it 17-14. And I mean, and
we all want to be wrong.
Correct, of course. Like I want us to win. Because imagine going into the home opener 2-0, it's going to be electric. So
yeah, dude, the Meadowlands are going to be on fire.
I really want us to win, but people got to understand too, man. Like San Fran, the difference for me, the difference maker over there is the coach. That coach is good, man, and he's not getting flowers as he deserves. So,
you're not wrong.
That's what I say in that sense.
But Johnny, I need to know, man, how you have the Jets winning the division. But I mean, my main thing is I want to know. We know you're going to put the Patriots at 4. We know we're putting the Jets at number 1. But how do you honestly feel about the Dolphins and the Bills?
I think the Bills and the Dolphins are a mirroring team for each other right now, to be honest, because they've lost just so many pieces. The biggest difference for me, right, is 2 things: is the head coach and the quarterback in Buffalo compared to the quarterback and head coach in the Dolphins, right? Mike McDaniels is awesome, blah, 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 or whatever and everything. But you guys know Tua, man. Tua's a fraud. I
Agreed.
mean, look, he's not, and
Agreed.
they just paid Ramsey a boatload of money, and he's lost a lot of steps. Now I'm not even gonna say a few steps, a lot of steps. So that's my take in regards. So I'll probably put the Dolphins at 3 and then the Bills at 2, because I mean, it's they still got Josh Allen. Anyway, I don't care what anybody says. That dude's good, bro. Like it's Josh Allen, and as much as I don't want to say it,
interceptions.
I mean, hey, true that. You ain't lying. That's the right. But I mean, I think what is it? Keon Coleman, right? He's good. He's gonna be good, bro. So we'll see. Look, I'm excited for the season. I cannot wait for Monday night. I'm too pumped. I'm too hyped. Maddie, Mike, look, Mike, I cannot wait to have you on the show tomorrow, man. Myself, Snowball are looking forward to it. Maddie, we are gonna definitely have to get you on
we'll
the show at
reschedule
some
for
time.
sure, man. I'm sorry I had to cancel that one time.
You never gotta say sorry, nothing like that.
Yeah,
I truly
appreciate
your guys' content, man. Like
we love you, brother.
This shit's so awesome. The only like gripe that I have is Mike wearing that ugly shirt last week, okay, or the other day, all right, with the whole New Jersey Devils thing. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
you gotta understand, dude. Sometimes when people are gay, they have to let you know. You know, some people wear a pride flag. He wears devil shit and says they're the big brother in the metro area, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
I wore a devil shirt maybe once, maybe twice on this show. Meanwhile, I gave you guys your own Rangers segment with a Rangers background. Like, come on, cut me some slack here.
Yo, and
he's got us there.
And major shout out and rest in peace to Johnny Hockey and his brother, man. That is such a sad story to this day.
That is a shame, man.
It sucks, man. Like, but anyways, I ain't trying to.
I'm gonna hot take this though. While the guy who did it, I don't, that's not cool. But the system is set up to let that shit happen. Like, again, I'm not letting him off the hook, but let's cut the shit. Why do bars have parking lots if we're that concerned about drunk driving? You know what I mean? It's an acceptable loss by the government, who is like, we'll make some money off these DUIs. And again, I'm not saying the guy should get off scot-free or anything else like that. I'm just saying that the system sets people up to fuck up like that.
Bro, I tell you this right now, man. When I go out with my friends and my boys, and I know we're about to like throw it down, the first thing I do is I put my key away.
No.
And I call an Uber, bro.
That's the way it should be.
And I Uber everywhere, man. Like,
that's the way it should be.
I'd rather do that than, God forbid I take somebody's life.
I 100% agree with you. I'm just saying that.
But I agree with your point. I see what your point as well.
Like you and me are on the same page, 100%.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not advocating for like, hey, let us drive drunk. Rah, rah, rah. That's not it. I got a lot of other fucked up takes, but that ain't one of them. So I'm just saying that maybe we should look at the system in light of these things a little more, because, I mean, people don't make good decisions when they drink. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like when you drink a bunch of Samuel Adams. You'll be fucking fat girls in no time. You might even fight a brother or two.
Hey, look, sometimes you just got to go ahead and take that home, bro, because it's in the pocket and you got your homeboys. Like, peep it out. If you and I, right,
sometimes
and Mike, we're going out and you guys are bagging like the hottest chicks out there, I'm more than happy to be that guy that's going to take
5'6",
the grenade,
I weigh
dude.
200 pounds. I am not taking the hot girl home. You at least have good facial hair. Both of you guys grow a good beard. I'm over there talking to the big fat girl whose blood type is ragu, going, listen, baby. I'm not saying I'll call you. I'm just saying tonight, it's just you and me here, girl.
Hey, but that ragu in your pasta, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
It goes together. So
put that ragu on my noodles, son.
Hey, all day, every day. So
we're going
Maddie,
to hell.
Yeah. Hey, Maddie, you're in Denver.
Yes,
and Mike, you're up in Jersey?
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
No, I'm on the Long Island Sound, but the Connecticut side.
Nice. Awesome. All right. Well, look, can we get a good chant, man? Just us three, though? Like a real good JETS chant.
Let's do it on three.
I mean, I might be a little behind on you guys, like internet-wise, but we can do our best.
Why don't you start and we'll catch with you?
All right, here we go. I'm gonna give a countdown. We got the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
JETS Jets.
We tried.
That was
Love
not
you guys.
terrible. Thanks, Johnny.
Now,
Love
wait,
you too, bud.
Johnny, before you go, real quick, before you go, give me a hot take on week one. What is a game that you're looking at where you think that, you know, if this person's an underdog, I think they're going to come out with a win.
Oh, the Jets are gonna be the team that wins. Bro, look, you want my hot take? We're gonna score a freaking defensive touchdown. Okay, and that's gonna be the first Jets score of the season. That is my hot
All right, you
hot
better
take
put
on
some
that,
money on
okay?
that in Vegas, because guess what? You'll be able to fucking send in like $80 super chats if that fucker pays off.
And my sleeper team for the season is the Washington Commanders. I'm telling you guys right here, they're going to be a sneaky team going in the NFC. Watch.
Well, I want everyone to remember my pick for the first play of the game from scrimmage for the Jets. Fake handoff to Breece Hall, hitting Alan Lazard in the slot for 10 yards.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
What happens.
Thank you, Johnny.
Hey, love you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Be good, man. All right, Mike. Can't wait for tomorrow, baby. Jets worldwide, wide.
Be fun to watch.
All right. Yeah. Tomorrow morning, folks, 10:30 a.m. I will be on with Snowball and Johnny Boy and a bunch of other Jets content creators doing the New York Jets match game on their show. It's live, Jets worldwide. Make sure to check that out. Maddie, I mean, look, I think this was a great show. I really appreciate everybody coming in and matching me for those channel memberships. And if I am right, we are over the hump to be able to put in a bunch of more emojis. So on Tuesday night, when we get back at you and we talk, and that's going to be Maddie. Let's talk before we go. Let's talk about that for a quick minute. We are finally to the point.
Tuesday's going to be lit.
Tuesday shows. We're going to be going over the Jets game that we had just seen a day or two prior, depending on if it's Monday or Sunday. And also, our Saturday night shows now become, let's predict the games for that week. Let's talk about, will the Jets win? We're finally here. It took months and months and months, and all these people in here with us. Like this is going to be amazing. I'm pumped up.
Yeah, I'm so. I mean, I think we've put on a fairly entertaining show for the last 8 months or so together, when there was really almost nothing most of the time to talk about. I mean, honestly. And so now we actually can talk some fucking football. How nice is that going to be? I just can't wait.
It's going to be so awesome.
I cannot wait. I can't wait to predict the games.
Johnny's already
talk
gone.
About him on Tuesday. Cannot wait.
Jets. Scott Foster coming in with 199 says, before we go, ? Scott, that's another hour of show, and it seems like you're the only one who wants me to do it. That's 2 199 super chats, which I 100% appreciate. You know what? I will stay on a little longer if you want, but you know what? Here's what I'll do. If Maddie, if at any point you have to go, you let me know. If you want to go, be my guest.
Yeah,
I am putting a link again into StreamYard. Once again, folks, if you call in and you do not have a picture or I can't see you, I can't let you in. It's just not going to happen. But there's the StreamYard link. If someone wants to call in, feel free. Give us your AFC East projections or predictions. Give us your hot take on week one, a game that we have not seen. Obviously, I don't need you calling in and saying, oh, yeah, Philadelphia is going to beat Green Bay. That's not only not a hot take, but we already saw it. There we go. All right. I guess I'm not the only one. Okay. Daniel Murphy coming in with 199. Not the only one, sir. Hey, look, we got a new caller in. His name is Johnny Boy. What's up, Johnny Boy?
I never heard of this fucking guy.
Hey, one thing real quick for you guys. You guys are top 5, right? Do you guys like beer?
Of course.
Okay.
I do like beer.
Is it time?
We got the Jets worldwide.
It's now time for Jets.
Worldwide.
Jesus.
Hey, Snowball, how are you tonight?
I just spoke up.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I'm just here with Maddie and Mike. Maddie, Mike, meet my buddy here, Snowball. Snowball.
What's up, Snowball?
Meet Mike, Maddie.
All right.
Good evening. Good evening.
Guys, I got whiteboards. I got whiteboards ready to go for tomorrow.
Those
That's
are perfect.
He's a pro.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
prepped.
always professional. Always professional.
I keep my mic ready.
What is that?
Always ready.
Is that a bottle rocket? What is that?
Is that a blunt?
Your Midnite Mike? That's Magic Mike.
Hey, this right here is that just to let you guys know, back in my day, I could roll a mean one, okay? Because look how there is no crease or nothing on this. Just want to say that out there.
How funny.
Snowball, so how's your night going?
I just wanted to wish Midnight Mike a happy birthday.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. I
Real
do
quick.
have a top 5 slashers, but whatever. Go ahead.
Well, no, I'll get your top 5 slashers, but Johnny Boy brought up beers. Are you trying to get? Did we
We did
done
those.
top 5 beers?
We have
We
done
did,
top
yeah,
5
that's-
beers.
Oh, all right. Then top 5 mixed drinks.
Yeah, I already told him my favorite drink is my Midnight Mike drink, and it's vodka. You put in some ice, and then you put in a little bit more vodka.
I love that.
It's delicious. It's delicious. You should try it. But here's my top beer.
Fireman is lager. I like it.
I've never tried it.
It's very simple, Snowball. It's like
I
it's
can't get it out here.
honestly, it's dude. It's like it's and I'm not like I don't like all the IPAs and all that kind of thing. I like a simple American watered down beer, and see, that's probably too much hops and all that crap. There you go. Snowball's got it right there.
That's my guy.
I'm a hard liquor guy, so I like my Tullamore Dew whiskeys, maybe a Jameson. I love my just simple Tito's vodka, something like that. Just simple stuff like that.
Always bullets at the ready.
Oh yeah. But Snowball, give me your top 5 slashers.
I came up with a list it's real life slashers. So I don't know if you're going to know any of these people, but Valerie Jean Solanas, she stabbed Andy
I'm assuming
Warhol.
you're
Stabbed Andy
okay.
Warhol. Marcus Brutus stabbed Caesar.
I was gonna say.
I listen to a lot of true crime and stuff like that,
fair.
but I am not familiar with these. I know a lot.
I knew the second one. I didn't remember the one who stabbed him.
Sid Vicious.
Well, he chopped up.
Oh, well, there you go. Sex Pistols.
Jack the Ripper.
I don't know him.
And my number 1 slasher is Lorena Bobbitt.
Yep, I mentioned him earlier.
Lorena
Oh,
Bobbitt.
there you go. We all remember that.
Oh boy!
Yeah,
all
that
right.
one, you know what? She didn't kill anybody, but I'll tell you, that's almost worse than death.
Yeah, I gotta go.
All right, Maddie.
So I'm at home with the kids. Like I said, the wife's at a concert, so I gotta go kind of start settling everybody down. It's a little after 9 out here. You guys have fun. I'll catch the rest of the show on replay. But also, don't forget, follow me on Twitch. It's in the comments, or hit me on Twitter for it. I've been playing a lot of a game called Meet Your Maker. Been having a lot of fun with that. But otherwise, guys, can't wait to see you Tuesday, man. I want to talk about some fucking football, man.
Hell yeah.
Shit, am I
fucking
excited.
time.
So that said, good night. Love your eyes, love your thighs, and I'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.
Maddie.
E2 Brutis?
Yeah, E2 Brutis.
E2 Brutis?
Snowball, what do you think of the AFC East?
The Jets, and who gives a shit? So I don't care. The Jets
Come
are
on,
winning
man.
the
At
AFC
least-
East, and I don't care. I don't care what happens to the rest of them.
I agree, but I really, because there's so many, everyone has the Jets and the Patriots top and bottom, but I want to know who's going to have the bigger slide. Is it going to be the Bills or is it going to be the Dolphins? Who's going to be in third? Who's going to be in second?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I really don't care, but I'll say the Bills come in second and the Dolphins are in third.
There you go. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a prediction. It could be like, who do you want to do worse? If I was to pick who I wanted to do worse, I'd want the Dolphins to. I just hate the Dolphins.
I hate them too.
That's my first hate is the Dolphins. So yes.
Yeah. Are you? I'm assuming you're a kid of the 80s too, right?
I'm a kid of the 70s. But
Okay.
yes.
Fair enough. Hey man, that's a compliment. I thought it means you look young. I thought
Down
you
go the
were
Dolphins.
around. Yeah, that living through that Marino shit. That was one of the worst things. There you go. I mentioned him earlier too. Hold on. What are you, a swinger?
That's for
You a
Scott.
swinger?
That's for Scott. They're all over his house, just like this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
You haven't-
I did not know about that for the longest time. And my wife ended up she gets stuff off Facebook Marketplace and all that kind of stuff. And she ended up getting like this wooden pineapple thing. And it was just in a box of other things, I believe. And she goes, you know, this is like a swingers thing. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she, you know, whatever. So anyway, in one of our bathrooms, my daughter ripped the hand towel holder out of the wall, leaving a huge hole. And we had like a party the next day, so I didn't have time to fix it and everything. So I took this pineapple and just covered the hole with it. And my mom comes up to me. She goes, Dennis, there it goes. She says, what's with the pineapple? And I go, we're not swingers. It's upright. It's not upside down. I said, I did it to cover a hole, take it off the wall and whatever. But I didn't know. When did this become a thing? When did a pineapple become a symbol of swingers?
I found out when I was working at Ruby Tuesday, right back in the day when I was in high school. And let's just say that the bartenders that were there told me, let's go to this party. And I went. And that's how I found out. That's all I can say about that.
Well, hold on. There's a difference between like an orgy party and swingers.
No, there's swinger parties, as they're called, and they choose who they want to swing with for the night.
But did you go with your partner?
No, I just went with the bartender chick that I was messing with back in the day and everything, and I had no idea, and I was pleasantly surprised. And yeah, it was fucking wild.
Was it one of those where you had to put your watch in like a bowl and people pulled the watches out?
No, it was not like that, dude. It was.
I thought that was car keys. I thought it was car keys.
Car keys, yeah. I think any of these things can be used. But yeah. So there's no. I know there's swingers clubs, Scott. There's actually a lot of shit that I didn't know about. I've ended up finding this YouTube channel of this chick who does like who's with her and her boyfriend. They go on vacation every other month or whatever, and they go and find like massage parlors and get, you know, happy endings together. And then they go to like swingers clubs and they do that shit. And they go to clubs where there's rooms that you can go into, but they're glass. So you sit there and you bang whoever you're banging, and people could just walk by and stop and check it out and all that stuff. It's just, I didn't partake in any of that. I'll be honest. I don't have to, my number is not that high. From high school, I had a girlfriend of 4 years. Then I had another girlfriend of 4 years. Then I had a girlfriend of 6 months. And then I've been with my wife for 17 years.
So, yeah, that's awesome, bro.
God bless.
Yeah. I never got to do too many of those things.
Not I.
No.
Look, I have a phobia of women that wear cheetah print. And there's a reason behind it. So I'll just say that anybody I see sees wearing cheetah, I'm like, nope, can't talk to you. Nope, can't talk to you.
Why? Because you think they're promiscuous, or you think they have like, or they have like a attitude, or?
No, it was I used to mess with like way older chicks, and they always wore cheetah print outfits. It was the weirdest fucking thing. And then for some odd reason, like you would go into their places, right? And it was always like cheetah print everywhere, bro. And it was like I never understood it, but they were all like in their like early 50s and stuff like that. So it was, yeah, bro. Yeah. So
it was like the jungle room at the Presley Mansion.
Yeah, man. So look, I got stories, guys. Like,
dude, that's a story. Like, you how old were you when you were banging 50-year-olds?
Dude, I was probably like 19, 20-ish around there. Wow. Yeah. So
now, is it true that these women, although maybe older, really know how to take care of a man because of their experience?
Look, man, I learned a lot of things. I could tell you that much. I'll keep it at that. you know, I mean, look, these people, lady, right? She used to, bro, like she used to like me to wear certain stuff, and like she would have me wearing like different types of like things, bro. Oof.
You are being way too vague.
I
Oh,
don't
what do
even
you
want
mean,
to
like,
know.
I need some details here. What do you mean they had you wearing certain stuff?
So like she only let me wearing like satin like clothes, bro. It was the weirdest thing, right? This person, right? This individual. And then when we would like do stuff and everything, she used to want me to just rock like boxer briefs, but it was like a satin boxer brief. It was, bro, it was crazy, dude.
That's a kink, huh?
Yeah, bro, but yo, look, I wasn't complaining, man, because
But here's a problem I see with that. If she
Mhm.
likes those satin things so much, and you're decked out top to bottom in like Hugh Hefner PJs that are satin and satin boxer briefs, she probably likes satin sheets. So then you go to get into the bed and just slide right off.
Yeah, but see, that was the thing. That was not the thing. That was not. It was, like, bro, like there was a specific room that she had for when we would go do stuff and whatnot back in the day, bro. So, like, yeah,
Holy crap!
Was
yeah,
it the
man.
bathroom?
Damn.
The bathroom.
No, I mean, yeah, dude, like, it's yeah, man. Memories. You guys are in real time right now, seeing all these memories flash back in my head right now and everything. So,
Daniel, I know I am streaming. I have no problem with anything being said on my show. As a matter of fact, I'm looking for as many details as possible. I mean, this is fascinating to me.
I mean, look, I was young. I was single, didn't have nothing. I mean,
I'm not
wanted to have
judging.
fun,
I want to live vicariously through your stories.
So I mean, good looking dude as always. And I was wanting to have fun, and I mean, I was able to travel a lot, do a whole bunch of other things.
Now,
So
are you wait, whoa. Now we back up again.
yeah.
You traveled a lot. Were you like a trophy boy? Yes.
I would probably say yeah. I mean,
Your wife does not watch this show. You can open up.
dude, she knows. Like, look, I like, bro, like, I bullshit you not. One of the first things that my sister told my wife, it was like, you're marrying like one of the biggest hoes in like Virginia Beach and whatnot, and like straight up like that from the jump and everything. But look, I love my wife, man. I would be a fool to do anything stupid or anything. It is not worth it to me. I appreciate her. I love her. She deals with my craziness, with my Jets fandom, my Mets fandom. I mean, being right here, right now. I mean, bro, she has all my kids. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So, like,
and that's a lot.
yeah, dude. And
Lot of
she a lot, man. And to deal with me, man, it's a lot. So I mean,
Man, you know what the thing is, Johnny, is that a lot of people who go out and like sow their wild oats and have fun and go and do that stuff, when they're ready to settle down, they become one of from what I hear, some of the most loyal people, because you've done all there is to do, and now you want a family, you want a wife, you want someone you can grow old with. So I get it.
Yeah,
We're
so
Jets fans.
yeah, I mean, loyalty is key for being Jet fans. You're right.
Oh,
You're right.
absolutely.
So
There's no more loyal than Jets fans. I'll tell you that.
That's it.
Maybe Browns or like Lions fans.
hey, Snowball, I guarantee you were not. I know you just woke up, and I guarantee you were not ready for any of these stories.
I feel like I'm dreaming right now. So I feel like I'm stuck in a dream right now. I'm like, this isn't happening. No, it's not.
Well, the people who stuck around really got a nice little insight into Johnny Boy's life. Johnny, were you also a guy who, like, it didn't matter, big, small, black, white, it doesn't matter. You just any beautiful lady, you were ready.
Hey, man, I was for the ladies, man. I mean, look, that's what I'm saying. Like when I would go out with my friends and stuff like that, like sometimes they were all like, "Oh, I'm gonna get the hottest chick," and then they would always be in a group, right? And there was always that one girl that was like, "Oh," and she was like, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it for the team. I mean, you guys have fun because I know you're not gonna end up doing anything with them, but I know I will." So good luck,
Daniel.
See, but that's bro. Like, so for me, even though, bro, I was always safe, man. Like that was the biggest thing. I was always worried because my mother had that conversation with me at a very young age, very, very young age. So she was like, look, I know that you're gonna have sex. I know you're gonna be doing this stuff. Your dick will fall off. Told me that shit at a young fucking age. Protect it. Right. And I was like, how many parents really say your dick's gonna fall off? That shit burned in my head forever and a day. And hey, I've been good. Thank God. There was some times where I would wake up and I was like, fuck. Like, what was I thinking? Why did I just do this? Please, Lord. Like, I would wait a couple like weeks and be like, oh, hey, yeah, it's the time of the month for me and all that. So I don't think we can hang out. Never talk to them again after that because I was like, whew,
see, I would feel too bad. Like, I'm the kind of guy that I would feel too bad and I'd end up dating them for like a year.
Yeah, no, not me. Hell nah, bro. It's cancel.
Now, here's a question, Snowball. Let's talk about this handy you got at camp in the 80s.
Clancy, stop. Just stop, Clancy.
Is there any truth to that?
No, there is no truth to that whatsoever. So
okay, no. So Clancy's just talking out of his ass.
Clancy's just talking out as Clancy.
Yeah.
All right, we got to hit this Jets chant. Hold on 1 second. Scott coming in. Jets, Johnny. Did they make you call them mommy?
No, never.
That would be a very specific kink.
Correct. Now, They did love me speaking in Spanish. So Spanish was a real big thing.
Oh, okay. So they wanted to hear you talk like, just a little sexy Spanish talk to them. I wouldn't even be able to give you an example because I only know like counting to 20. Like my daughter can count higher in Spanish than I can.
Yeah, I mean, bro, it was like that, man. I mean, it was fun, man. Like I enjoyed it. It's weird at times now because like some of the ladies that are a lot older now, like I run into them once in a blue because of what I do for work, and they're kind of like a lot higher up and stuff. And I'm just like, this is fucking awkward. Well, it's supposed to
that
talk
would
to
be.
But I mean, he kept it professional and just was like, you're old now. So like, oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
I can't speak Spanish, but if I could count to 20, I think that's as long as it would probably take.
I mean,
oh yeah, there you go. Minute Man, right?
20 segundos.
1, 2, adios.
I'm trying to figure out what 20 segundos means. 1.
No, 20 segundos. That means 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Oh, okay. There you go. Now let me ask you guys something as a little preview for tomorrow. I've watched some of your guys' match games. Who actually sits and comes up with some of these questions? Like I saw, like you guys have some very clever ones. Is it Snowball?
It's a group effort.
It's a group thing.
We both come up with them.
Because I don't know how old and young the people are in the comments right now who are watching. By the way, hit that like button, always helps out. But like you guys definitely go with the full match game like thing. Like I'm off the top of my head. One of the questions that I heard was what was it? It was like who could what was the was it Will McDonald who could jump over a car?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you guys said, jump over a blank. And that's exactly how it would have been on the match game. And I think you guys did a real, what keeps you from playing the clip I always use, the bounce, I don't think it's illegal. I don't think it'll get you nailed on. I've never gotten any kind of copyright or demonetization or anything for playing that music. So it is available, I think.
We have our own music.
Yeah. And I mean, soon we're I'll let Mike know about it. We're actually gonna have our own like real like Jets Worldwide actual theme song for ourselves and the actual stream itself, the actual YouTube thing and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, look, we put a lot of effort into it. We come up. I lie to you a lot right now. Like this is the only time I'm able to really kind of concentrate Like, and I'm doing stuff right now just for tomorrow and stuff like that. And then Snowball, same thing. Snowball is just boom, boom, boom. Like for everything that he does. See, yeah, for everything.
Writing the questions.
Well,
we work all day.
So you guys, I noticed that you don't do it weekly, which I assume is because there's a lot of prep that goes in. And now I don't know if you're doing other stuff, weekly, but the match game specifically, you guys are doing, what is it, bi-weekly?
No, it's every week.
No, it's weekly.
Yeah, this is
Every
episode
week.
what?
I thought last week you guys didn't do the match game.
No, we did.
We did.
Then I'm gonna have to check that one out because
Sure.
I for some reason thought you guys were skipping a week.
No,
the fact that you guys come up with all those questions in a week, that's dedication, like that, because it's so specific. It's not just like where I can come up with the top 5 slashers or like some what happened in the Jets this week. It's like that's a very specific thing that takes, in my opinion, talent to come up with, to make it go with the theme of the match game and then have it connect back to the Jets. It's great.
It's talent. It's talent.
Well, that's awesome. You guys, I like how you guys are giving each other credit, because I give Matty no credit. He has nothing to do with this show. All he does is come on, run his mouth, say stupid crap, and then I sit there and I produce it, put it together, get the graphics, get all that stuff. He does shit.
Well,
you guys
give credit when it's due. You give credit when it's deserved.
Yes, and when Matty deserves credit, I'll give it to him.
Right.
Yeah, and the biggest thing, Mike, honestly, man, is myself and Snowball. We have fun doing it. Like we truly enjoy it. Like behind the scenes, me and him are cracking up. Like the stuff that you guys are gonna see tomorrow, dude, is going to be so awesome, man. Like I just cannot wait. Get ready for it. It is going to be it's gonna be a doozy, man. So
all right, hold on one second. One more super chat here. Jets. Daniel Murphy, channel member 199. Johnny Translate. Mi mano es mi amiga con beneficio. Am I saying it right?
Beneficio. Yeah. So what he's saying is his hand is his friend with benefits.
Nice.
Yeah. So he calls it. So Murph calls his hand Maria. Maria. Maria.
I thought it was Rosie Palm.
I mean, he likes to switch it. He likes to be very spicy with it. So
and her 5 sisters, Rosie Palm and her 5 sisters.
To Clancy says 2 weeks ago they did a content creators episodes like tomorrow will be. Last Sunday was a back to normal Jets Worldwide match game with us regular folk. So like I said, I'm on one of the Jets content creator episodes.
Yes.
And I did see a lot of awesome people that I watch myself. I see it's tomorrow. It's Matt O'Leary versus Ryan. So you've got the Talking Jets hosts going up against each other, and then people like Jake Asman and myself and a bunch of others going to be like the
Boy Green, Chaos. We got Uncle Theo VR coming up there. We got Not JD as well, and then we got you, Midnight Mike, up there. And I mean, like myself and Snowball, the reason we came up with this idea is because this community is so tight, right? Mm-hmm. And it would be awesome to have a platform that we could bring all the content creators together, right? And be able to kind of be like, oh, okay, Mike, I didn't know that you do a show at this time. Hey, man, let's link up, and because I love your takes, vice versa, or all these things like that, and just be able to kind of like create a thing. I mean, at some point, we want to bring in Dano. Because Dano's another one that does a really good show on Fridays at 9:00 as well with Murph and stuff like that.
He's been on. I mean, we had him on, but as a panelist. But it'd be cool to have him as a contestant too.
Yeah, so and that would be awesome to maybe have him face against Murph, or
that'd be funny.
Yeah, so it's a lot of ideas that we got going on. The special edition ones, because this one that we have for tomorrow is going to be whoever wins between Ryan and Matt, right? They're going to go against the champion of the digital content creator special edition episode next time, which will be against Boy Green. Boy Green beat Woody.
So he previously won the match game. Right. So then, okay, I got you.
So he's out here, checking out who's his challenger is going to be to kind of get a, hey, okay, I know what to do to
But
beat this
doesn't
guy.
that mean that Boy Green could try to help pick the winner since he's part of the people giving the answers?
That's the fun of it.
That's exactly, yeah. We don't know. So
we're gonna find out who Boy Green likes more, Ryan or Matt.
I mean,
there could be sabotage.
Yeah. So we like, again, it's fun. We enjoyed. It's different, man. Like it's a different platform that we have out there to be able to go ahead and bring that up. I mean, I know Snowball, again, he was the one that really was like, hey, let's do this. And I was like, he's like, look at this. I was like, oh my God, this is an amazing idea. And just ideas just started coming in. We could do this, we could do that. I mean, we've had, Hogan on, we've had Macho Man on, I mean, tomorrow we're gonna have a special guest from Florham Park come on the actual show itself tomorrow. So it's going to be awesome, so we really, really, really do look forward. We had I'm
already impressed because the fact that you had a Macho Man from Beyond the Grave on your podcast is very impressive,
dude. And he did a great Macho Man. So he was awesome. He was nice. That's the one you need to watch, because then you missed it. You didn't see the Macho Man. That was last week's. Yeah, and Murph won. Murph's the champion right now.
Right.
As well.
Danny Murphy.
Yep. And his challenger as already he sent the email to us, and it's Mr. Bonesy. So he's gonna go against Mr. Bonesy as well. So, and Mike, we would love to have you on the show. Like anytime, that you can, of course, schedule and whatnot permitting. Right. We would
you
love
and Maddie
to
could go against each other.
Yes.
That'd be funny.
That'd be awesome. I want Maddie on, bro. Like Maddie, I love his. I'm just
glad that I'm getting on before Maddie, because honestly, I think I said it on this show. Like you guys, when you originally had asked me, and I couldn't do it. I forget what I was doing that Sunday, but I think I was traveling somewhere, whatever. And then you said, "Hey, man, do you mind if I ask Maddie?" And I said, "Oh, absolutely not." And I wasn't thinking, absolutely not. No, go ahead and ask Maddie. Then a couple hours later, I'm like, wait a minute. If Maddie goes on that show with all these other Jets content creators, some I know, some I don't know, but the ones I don't know or haven't talked to yet are going to have Maddie come on. They're going to be like, what the fuck is this Midnight Mike show? Who is this clown? And I was like, God damn, he's going to ruin my show. But now I get to go on first, make a good impression, hopefully. And then you could bring on Maddie as like the, crazy cousin who comes on the show and just embarrasses the show, embarrasses the Midnight Mike show.
That's what it's all about. Just well, guys, embarrass yourself.
Thank you so much. We have gone definitely a half hour over, and I appreciate everybody who has super chatted and done the memberships. And I believe, do you guys know? I believe it's at 40 memberships. You can start adding more emojis, and we hit that tonight. And so hopefully by Tuesday night show, I'll have a bunch more emojis for everybody, and it'll be a good time.
Mike, unfortunately, Jets Worldwide is broke as crap, and we're poor. So we're.
Oh, please, you guys will get there eventually. With the shows you guys are putting on, which not only are clever or whatnot, but you have all these people, other content creators supporting you guys. I mean, I can't picture it being too long before you guys are in that monetization thing and all that stuff. Although, by the way, if I could redo it, I would have probably started with a Patreon over channel memberships. Now that I've already done it, whatever, but you get a better cut from Patreon than you do from YouTube. So I think that would be the only thing. That's it. But that's why I didn't do it. My old podcast that I ran it for 10 years, and we did have a Patreon, but to have to completely go to a completely different site to upload material and all that stuff, it's just one more thing you have to do. Whereas, like you said, with you, if you're a YouTube show and you could do everything off of YouTube, it is a lot easier when it comes to like the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But thank you guys.
We'll just continue to be
so
poor.
much.
Thank you for having us on.
I definitely have to go, because if I'm going to be up tomorrow morning helping out with the kids and then being able to get on your guys' show, I have to get off of here.
All right.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Mike, man. Snowball, it's always a pleasure.
Yep.
And I look forward to seeing you on Jets
Worldwide. Wide.
Have a good night, guys.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am Midnight Mike, and look, in a couple hours, literally a couple hours from now, I will be live on Jets Worldwide, wide, with Snowball and Johnny doing the match game. And like they said, just a bunch of Jets content creators are going to be on alongside myself. But the main thing is that it is Ryan from Jets Talk 24/7 and Talking Jets taking on Matt O'Leary from Talking Jets. And of course, he has his Just Jets show and all of that. So come join us tomorrow morning. I know there's a good amount of you in here. I better see all you guys tomorrow morning. It's the place to be before Sunday NFL football, Jets Worldwide. And the best part about it is my wife already questions me and goes, oh my God, like you from 1 o'clock till midnight, it's all football on a Sunday. Well, now with Jets Worldwide, I can say, no, honey, it's not 1 to midnight. It's 10:30 in the morning to midnight. That's how your day should go. Everybody in the comments section. And not only that, Saturday night with us. So it's like from 9 p.m. Saturday night till I go off the air, you get some sleep, you wake up, Jets Worldwide at 10:30, and then you got 3 games you can watch more if you're doing Sunday NFL Ticket and then Red Zone and all that stuff. Yeah, it is what it is. So guys, thank you so much. You made my birthday amazing. Thank you guys all for being in the chat. I'm blown away tonight. I really do. I'm humbled. I really appreciate everybody who called in, everybody who super chatted, everybody who did channel memberships. Let's keep this going through the season. I can't tell you how excited I am to finally be doing this show going into a Jets season, and what a Jets season it could potentially be. Like, even look, I'm a Jets fan. You guys are Jets fans. A Super Bowl, getting to a Super Bowl, winning a Super Bowl obviously would be the ultimate dream. But even to just have an amazing season where we make a great playoff run, I would be happy with. It's just so many years of misery that needs to end now. It needs to end now, folks. I am Midnight Mike, your late night New York Jets host. And this is the show for blue-collar Jets fans that bleed green. I'm going to check some of your guys' comments on my way out. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. And, of course, Tuesday night, 10 p.m. after Talking Jets for our recap of Week 1 and the Jets 49ers Monday night. It's Tuesday night, 10 p.m. right here on this YouTube channel. I can't wait to see you. Guys, I promise, if I didn't have to wake up, I would have done it. I would have gone to midnight. But I got kids. I got a bunch of shit I got to wake up and do, and I got to get to that 10:30 show. Okay. Jets. Guys, I'm back. I am going to really quickly. Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, you know what? I'm going to put it in the comments section. Here is the link. I need somebody give me a call. I've been talking for 2 hours and 40 minutes. We got 20 minutes left. Scott really wants me to go to midnight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit I got to go. Yes, Snowball. 25 more minutes, 20 minutes. It is what it is. I am a sucker for the people. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hit something real quick. I'm going to pee. I will be back in 1 minute. 1 minute. I will be back. And we will finish out this night the right way.
Boy, it's Midnight Mike in the city that never sleep for Maddie by his side. We're rising from the streets. Nexus awesome kids. Yeah, you know the chill. Join the Midnight Mafia. We're here to drill. Jets on the rise. Yeah, we bring the heat. Mike and Maddie's top 5. Let's you know they can't be beat. From the Sack Exchange stage to Rex Ryan's reign. With the voice of the Jets and we're bringing the game. Joe Freckles in the mix. Repping that old school flair. Badass Roach Rex Prime. We got stories to share. Every time he might drop bodies hit the street. Showing neutrons vibing with the right feel the beat. Jets on the rise, yeah, we bring the heat. Mike and Maddie's top 5 lists, you know they can't be beat. From the Sack Exchange days to Rex Ryan's reign. We're the voice of the Jets and we're bringing the game. From the Big Apple's heart, we're the kings of the night. Written glory on the mic, keeping it tight. The NY Jets are back, we're here to set the tone. With the Midnight Mafia, you're never alone.
And I know right away people are going to ask if I washed my hands. Yes, I washed my goddamn hands. I washed my hands, folks. Let's finish this drink up and do this last 20 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring him in. We got Daniel Murphy in the green room for the Midnight Mike Show. How you doing, Daniel?
What's going on?
I'm a man of the people. You guys wanted it. You guys definitely sent in awesome super chats and hooked me up tonight. So let's do this last 20 minutes. Do you got slashers? Do you got your AFC East prediction? Do you have a hot take on week 1? What do you got?
No, I feel like my hot take is probably the slasher stuff because I'm not really with it, man. I think a lot of those movies are just like the same old stuff, right?
Well, they are.
I guess you're going to come up with like innovative ways to like kill people off, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't really watch a whole lot of slashers, but regardless.
Do you watch movies in general?
Yeah, a little bit. Like I'm going to go, I got a date tomorrow. I'm going to go watch Beetlejuice too.
Okay.
But I like comedies the most, because action movies get a little redundant too. Some of them are kind of fun to watch, but like fantasy or comedies or thrillers, something that gets your mind going, like I like that type of stuff. But
okay, so give me off the top of your head, give me your top 3 comedy movies. And they don't. Once again, you can change them in the future. We do this very loose on this show, but the first 3 that come to your mind that you just love watching.
Probably Happy Gilmore is probably nice. One of them. Probably because I was recently watching. I've watched it several times now. Have you ever seen The Wrong Missy? It was on Netflix there for a while with David Spade. Oh. It's actually really funny. That chick in there, she's really funny.
Speaking of Adam Sandler, he had that deal with Netflix to do I don't know, he had to do like 3 or 4 movies for them. And he did one with Chris Rock. I don't know if you remember that one. It was I think it was Adam Sandler's daughter was marrying Chris Rock's son.
Oh, I haven't watched that one yet, but I did want to watch that.
Okay, my cousin it plays one of his daughters in the movie.
Really?
Yes.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like the not the daughter that marries Chris Rock's son, but the second daughter is my cousin. Yeah, she I think she did amazing, and it was great to watch her. She was sending me and my wife pictures of her at the premiere with Adam Sandler and Chris Rock and like a bunch of people in there. Real quick, guys, this is amazing. Kim gifting a channel membership, so she gets the Jets channel. Jets. Kim, thank you so much. Already a channel member. Then gifting a channel membership to you guys. And once again, I don't have it pulled up on my other computer now. I don't want to take time in the last 15 minutes to put, but Next week on the bottom of the screen, all of these 25 some odd channel memberships, all these new channel members will be back on the bottom of the screen, scrolling across. And if you're a member for more, 2 months or more, your name is going to be in all caps on the bottom of the screen. That's what it is. But so you said Happy Gilmore, and then you said
I'm going to round it out, but I'm sure I probably want to change it 100 times because you know how that goes. Talladega Nights. That's my favorite Will Ferrell movie. I think
that prayer scene is one of the best scenes in comedy movie history. Like I could just watch that scene any time of day and I die. It's so funny.
Oh yeah, that movie was great. There's so many good quotes from that. Like, don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Like all those things. Yeah, I still quote that movie to this day. And then maybe an underrated one, The Ringer with Johnny Knoxville, I thought was pretty funny.
I mean, off the top. Now, here's the thing: when I was younger, I thought I had tons of comedy movies that I loved, and then I go back and watch them years later, and they don't fully hold up. So a quick example of that is when I was younger in my 20s, I loved How High. I thought that movie was so fucking funny. But I rewatched it recently, and for me, it didn't hold up. There were still quotable parts. There were still parts I laughed at, but it just didn't hold up. Like, for instance, There's Something About Mary. That movie holds up to this day to me. I think that movie is friggin' hilarious. I think that the scene where she has with the cum in her hair, I think that is one of the least funny parts of that movie.
Yeah,
I think Matt Dillon and who's the guy who did Get a Life? That TV show, Elliot. Chris Elliott? Yeah, I think it's Chris Elliott who played Don Woganowski, Woogie, and Matt Dillon just steal that movie. I think they're so funny in it. And I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that Not Another Teen Movie. Literally wouldn't think it was that funny. It's super campy, super cheesy. But if you know all the movies that they're mocking, once again, I think Randy Quaid plays the dad in that movie, and some of his lines just blow me away. They're so stupid, but I quote them to this day.
Yeah, some of those parody movies were actually like they were actually pretty good. I don't think I've seen Not Another Teen Movie all the way through. I've seen like bits and pieces of it. There was another one, I can't remember the name of it now though, but they did a parody of a lot of different movies. I remember Kim Kardashian was in it and Carmen Electra in the beginning, and they were like mud wrestling, and it was just like the most ridiculous movie, but it was funny.
Yeah, she actually Carmen Electra played like the Drew Barrymore role in a Scary Movie.
Oh yeah.
Do I hear a cat?
Yeah, he's right here.
Oh, nice.
He jumped up to try to fucking get in the way, of course. But
yes. Clancy, Chris Evans, yes, he was in Not Another Teen Movie. He's like the main guy character.
Disaster movie. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay.
Disaster
movie. Clancy comes in and he says scary movies are funny. I mean, I kind of stick to the first two. Speaking of There's Something About Mary, Chris Elliott also plays the little hand guy in Scary Movie 2.
Yeah, and actually, now that I think about it, if I'd have thought of those movies, Scary Movie 2 would have probably been like maybe at the top of my list because I think that movie's incredible.
Now, Murph, let me bring in this. We have someone else coming in who I don't think I've ever had him on the show before. I may be wrong, but his name, Captain COVID. What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, fellas.
That would be Scott Foster.
Oh, Scott, what's up, man?
Just sitting at home having a beer now with you guys.
You're supposed to be drinking whiskey. Isn't that what you told me when I had COVID? Yeah, the whiskey kills it.
Well, good point. But yeah, I slowed it down a little bit. Anyway, but I figured if I'm going to push Mike to make Midnight, I had to at least get on here a little bit.
Yeah. I appreciate it, guys. I seriously appreciate all the support, especially today, because we're going to pull it through till it's not my birthday anymore.
And happy birthday, Mike. Cheers.
Yes, happy birthday, Mike.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Here's my last bit of my drink.
I would toast, but I don't have anything to toast with right now.
I know. I saw you throw the box away last night, Murph.
I did.
The empty
I did.
back.
I crushed my flights, and I don't have anything right now. There might be a bush latte in the fridge. I don't know.
All right, so Mike, you want my sort of weird Zodiac story?
I do.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so for my career, I traveled a lot. It was construction based. It was land surveying, but I was in going from one job to another, and I stopped in a little town called Benicia. I had to go to Vallejo, so I stopped, grabbed some lunch, found a turnout between Benicia and Vallejo, pulled over, and there's a sign on the other side of this fence with that big old Zodiac symbol, the circle.
Yep, with the cross through it.
So, and the gate was open there. I'm sitting there eating my burger, and here comes this army-looking vehicle flying by me and dusting the shit out of me. I yelled, "You asshole!" And then right behind them was I think it was Vallejo PD, but a PD. And he's like, he had his window down. He's like, "Did you need to do that?" And I said, "Well, no, but did he need to do that?" And he's like, "Oh, that's true." And I said, "So what's up with the Zodiac thing here?" And he's all, "You don't know?" I'm like, "No, what?" He's all, "This is where he committed his first 2 murders."
Were those the kids in the car?
Right. Yeah, the kids in the car. I was sitting right there. Like, oh, that was kind of creepy. And then I started looking at the railing and stuff around there. There's all these little Zodiac things and notes to the kids. And yeah, it was that's my weird little Zodiac moment.
Do you put any credence into the theory that the Unabomber was the Zodiac killer?
No, but I mean they never solved it. They really thought they had, a guy. I wouldn't be surprised if it was more than one person, to be honest with you. So
I mean, those things fascinate me, between the Zodiac killer, even DB Cooper, like that like those stories just fascinate the shit out of me.
Yeah. How do you not find the person? How do you not solve the mystery? I agree, Mike. I'm the same way.
I mean, with DB Cooper, they even years later, they ended up finding a bunch of the money, like a kid on a riverbank found a bunch of the money.
Yeah.
But still not all of it. And, if I think he lived through the fall, because if you go into the wilderness like that, you may look, you may not find the body if enough animals get to it before authorities, but the animals are not going to get the parachute and get the duffel bag and all that stuff. Like that stuff would have been found if he perished on the way down or hit the ground. That's my opinion.
But they find bones and they find hair. They've solved murders by finding hair 50 years later. So I'm like you. I think he got out of there somewhere. And there's been people that claim they knew him after the whole event, and family members and whatnot. Never been solved.
Well, there's literally a whole podcast just dedicated to DB Cooper, and then investigating all of the people who claim that they were related to him or that they are him or things like that, and a lot of them that this podcast can debunk. So it's crazy. That whole story on the Zodiac is just insane.
I watch those things. They're pretty fascinating to me. So yeah, I appreciate those.
So Scott, what's your thought on the AFC East?
Jets. I was just gonna say that. Jets, Dolphins, Bills, Patriots.
Nice. I definitely want it to be Jets, Bills, Dolphins, Patriots. But I for some reason I just think the Bills are going to take the bigger fall this year.
I agree. I think they lost more.
No, I think the Bills are coming in second. I really do. Because I think that Josh Allen is a better quarterback than Tua. And even though he may have less weapons, he's still a kind of guy that can kind of put the team on his back and do, he can run and stuff like that. Tua, if Tua didn't have the weapons he had around him, he'd be nothing, I I mean, maybe not
Yeah.
nothing, but and they lost some pieces too, dude. Christian Wilkins is a hell of a defensive tackle. They don't have him anymore. They got one of their edge rushers is coming off a torn ACL. We don't know what he's going to be, and that was kind of late in the year.
Well, and it's weird because it's like these teams that are right on the cusp, the Bills, the Dolphins, you can even throw the Cowboys in there. A lot of them did almost nothing to improve their team over the off season. If anything, they lost key members. And it's like, how could you be so close and just say, F it, who cares? By the way, this show's getting weirder and weirder. Let's bring in Clancy.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Now we
Listen
need
up here,
Deadpool.
bub.
Now we need
If there's any
Deadpool.
Zodiac killer that wants to mess with my man Scott, he's gonna have a little trouble on his hands. I tell you that, bub.
My man got my back. Thank you.
Now, do you have now, Clancy? Do you have all this stuff because you go to Comic-Cons and whatnot, or do you have it because you're being Wolverine for Halloween?
Honestly, I got it for the next time I'm on Jets Worldwide.
Oh, they did say that people dress up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on there a couple times just with jerseys on. The first time I wore a white fur coat and said I was Joe Namath's grandson.
Oh, nice. Well, if that's the case, maybe I should wear my Casey Jones outfit because my kids want to do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for Halloween, and they dubbed me Casey Jones. So I went out and I got the mask, the wig, I got everything.
Yeah, Murdoch always wears a costume, and he does great impersonations.
Oh yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
And I can wear it for Halloween too. So
when he did Hulk Hogan, he did not break his impersonation at all. Like nothing to do with him. He's just one of the little screens on the screen, right? And everybody else is talking or doing whatever, and you just see him doing he's doing the thing the whole time. Like
this last week's episode, because
last week was Macho Man.
Last one was Macho Man. The one before was Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I definitely got to find that.
Knob got Macho Man kind of laughing last show. He couldn't hold it back.
Yeah, Knob had the sweet tooth from the video game Metal Gear Solid or something like that. The clown.
Yeah, he had the clown mask, but then he's wearing I don't know what that was. It was just like
like an S&M outfit
and he had underwear on. I don't know. It was pretty wild.
Who needs?
I mean, there's only a few options that I would have to go on that show. It's like I have a screen accurate Michael Myers mask and costume. I have a screen accurate Jason 6 costume, and now I have my pretty much screen accurate Casey Jones. Except I have a lot more beer belly than Casey Jones had. So, from here up, it should look pretty good. But if I was to stand up, you guys would be like, oh, it's not Casey Jones. I mean, let's be honest here.
It's retired Casey Jones.
Yeah, you're sitting up. You're sitting up.
Who needs a mask when you have this right here? I mean, come on.
That's the moneymaker.
Yeah. The goatee.
Clancy, I don't know if you put it in the comment or in the comment section earlier, but what's your AFC East prediction?
Yeah, you know what? Unfortunately, I think the Dolphins might be a little better than Buffalo this year. So, Jets first, of course. Dolphins second. I think they'll squeak out 10 wins. Jets are going to win 12-13.
Yeah,
I'll give Buffalo 9. And New England, I'll say 5 and 12. Last place.
I mean, isn't it nice, though? Isn't it nice that we all just know the Patriots are going to suck after all those years of knowing they're just going to beat the shit out of everybody? They're just
warms my heart.
Yeah, I think they're going to annoy people with their defense, though. I think they're going to squeeze out 5 or 6 wins and just be an annoying team to play.
Yeah, they'll hang around.
Everybody's going to most people are going to beat them. It's just it's not going to be you can't beat them down like you want to.
Yeah. The Cardinals last year. They'll hang around. They'll win a game or two. You didn't think they would.
Yeah.
I wish we would have seen it.
What did you guys think of? What did you guys think of Johnny Boy saying that the sleeper team is going to be the Commanders? They're going to be real good this year.
No,
I think better than what people expect, but not real good.
No, you're dependent on if Jaden Daniels like has like an incredible season, like if he's hits the ground running, then yeah. But that's the only way I can see that happening. I don't think their team's good enough to do that.
They'll win 7 games, maybe 8 if they're lucky.
My hot take in the NFL is I think that the Falcons are going to win like 12 games, and then they're going to get booted first round of the playoffs.
Yeah,
yeah, that makes sense.
Like what Kirk Cousins did with the Vikings a couple years ago, where they won like 13 games or something that season, and then they just lost first round of playoffs.
And I think the Giants dumped them.
Yep.
Well, we will see. Who do you guys have? That's the other thing. You have the toilet bowl, is what Maddie dubbed it. Who do you got? Giants or the Vikings tomorrow?
Vikings.
Giants D is going to be okay. The defense will be all right.
Yeah. I'm a little back and forth on that one because like they do have a good defensive line. You got Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, and Dexter Lawrence. I mean, they're going to be disruptive. They got a couple pieces, and I think Neighbors is going to be a really good receiver. I don't like the kid. I think that he's going to be a diva, like he's going to be one of those. But I think he's really, really talented. And Daniel Jones has shown some competency before, although we haven't seen it lately. But I think the Vikings just have a better team, man.
Yeah, Vikings in a close one. I was going to say, if I got to make a pick, I'll take the Vikings in a close one.
What do you guys have? What do you guys have with Daniel Jones over or under 230 yards passing?
Under.
Vikings D is not bad either. That's not a lot though.
It's not.
That's like the perfect.
It's not a lot, but it's
that's like the perfect over under. Like if I was going to set it, that's where I would have put it.
I'll take the over on that. I'll take the over.
I think I will too. He might squeak out 250.
Well, there you go. I mean, once again, it's that game is. I think it's. I forget who I heard talking about it, but I think that's a very important game for both teams because it's granted it's week 1 and most games shouldn't be that important, but both of those teams, if they don't win that game, a game they both they personally feel like they should win, that's really going to hurt one or the other team to lose that game.
Yeah, where are the rest of the wins coming if you're the Giants?
Yeah. Exactly.
Is taking Cincinnati considered a sleeper, or they're just going to be right back where they were with the return of the quarterback?
If they were playing any other team than the Patriots, I would say that we could discuss it. But I think that's the perfect game for a returning Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals to come back and get their confidence.
I was thinking sleeper for the season, not next week.
Oh, okay.
That division is
if
tough.
you got a stud quarterback, you can't be a sleeper.
Yeah,
I don't think that works that way.
But they're under the radar a little bit. I hear you on that.
Only because of last year, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys think? What about the Browns? Do you think they can do what they did last year? Do you think they can make the playoffs?
I do not.
I think they'll win like 8 or 9.
Yeah, they'll be on the brink of the playoffs.
But
They're not going to go much further.
Watson's got to prove to me he can do it again.
Really,
he has not looked good when he has started, in a Browns uniform. And I do like I like that they got a heck of a team, man. I like the coaching staff. I think Stefanski's a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
Like he's a good offensive mind. But Watson has to prove something to me. Like he may end up getting benched if he keeps playing like how he has.
Man, that was a bad.
I don't know though. If they
out of all the quarterbacks. Out of all the quarterbacks that last year went down, or and that includes, of course, Aaron Rodgers, who's going to have the most successful season this year? Who's going to be the guy who comes back and makes everybody go, okay, so that injury didn't mean anything. This guy came back and just kicked ass.
That feels like a layup, Mike.
A-Rod.
Yeah, definitely Rodgers, but Burrow too. The other two, I don't know about Watson, Richardson. Burrow's going to be good, and I think Rodgers is going to be really, really fantastic.
I think the Jets are more dialed in than the Bengals. You look at T. Higgins, not necessarily happy. Already got a hammy.
He's
other receivers fighting about a contract.
Lost Tyler Boyd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Lost Joe Mixon, although I think Zach Moss is going to be a solid replacement for him.
I hope so. He might have made
And
a
Chase
couple
Brown
nice-
too. Yeah.
All right, listen. I can officially say it is no longer my birthday. But before we go tonight, we have one more person, and now it's turning into the locker room with Bobby Midnight.
party
So
now.
it's not Bobby, but
Hey.
that
Oh,
was,
he's back.
Hi, Johnny.
I think Johnny's the first person to appear 3 separate times on my show in one night.
Hey, I just came up here real quick to say, Scott, what's up, bro? Murph, hey,
Johnny?
the champion. Clancy, you got a big day on Monday, so you better look your best. And hey, Midnight Mike, happy birthday, bro! Like,
It's
hey,
not my birthday
Too
anymore.
late.
It's
Too
over.
late.
nah, bro, your birthday's for the whole month.
Oh, well, that'll work. That'll work. Actually, the funny thing
Mom.
is I tell my wife and I tell my kids and everybody, I don't want anything for my birthday. I don't want gifts. I don't want, to do anything. I don't want a party. I don't want it. All I want is to everybody to just leave me alone and let me sit on the couch all day.
Yeah, there you go.
All I want. And today I couldn't do that. I had my both daughters had their opening day of soccer. I had to go food shopping, and usually I do the food shopping because I'm real like thrifty. My mom brought me up to be real thrifty. So I always do the food shopping. But I said, can you guys just all come with me so that we can get it done quicker and whatnot? So I did that. And then I had to put air in my wife's tire. And so I did all this stuff. And I was like, this is my birthday, like, whatever. And I said to my wife, I said, you know what? My day of nothing is we're just doing whatever I want, whatever is going to be tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so I'm very much looking forward to waking up, having some breakfast, going on Jets Worldwide, and then watching literal like 12 hours of football.
So I'm going to tell you where you messed up, Mike. You downplayed your birthday. You don't downplay it because then the low bar that you set, they're not going to hit. So you gotta upscale that, man. You gotta raise that bar a little bit because you can't expect the bar to be hit. So if you want,
but if you put the bar too high, then they come in too low.
Well, they're coming in low anyway. You didn't get to sit on the couch today.
Well, that wasn't necessarily their fault. It was like the soccer thing that took like 4 hours in the morning. That's something that the town did. It wasn't me. It wasn't my wife. The town decided when the opening day was going to be.
All right, I'll make some calls tomorrow to the town and let them know. Like,
okay, let them know that they really messed up.
Yeah. No, we don't mess with Mike's birthday. All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Set the bar high.
Well, usually everything goes a day past. So I feel like next year my birthday should fall on a Sunday, because doesn't it like?
Yeah, within a day or two. It could be a Monday. It could be.
Yeah, I mean, it always falls. It sucks because my birthday. I was born on Labor Day, so the year I was born, my birthday was on Labor Day. But the weird thing is that it sucked growing up because I always knew we always started school the Tuesday after Labor Day. And so there were a lot of years, like every 4 years or every 5 years or whatever, the first day of school was my birthday. And that just sucked.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a parent. Yeah, I didn't have a parent that would be like, you could just take the day off. No, that didn't happen in my house.
Not the first day of school.
I had the opposite, Mike. My birthday's in June, and there were several times growing up that the last day of school was on my birthday.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, let you guys go one by one. Johnny, give me any plugs you have, and we all know 10:30 tomorrow morning, we're all going to be live.
You're muted.
You're on mute.
My bad. Yes, guys, tomorrow at 10:30, Jets Worldwide, one word. Myself, Snowball, bring you guys the match game. And every Friday night at 6 o'clock, myself and my Uncle Theo VR, the 411 on New York Sports. Come through, come show some love. We're always there. And hey, on the Midnight Mike show, please hit the sub it up. You guys already know. And hey, lots of love for Clancy, lots of love for Scott's feet. Murph, always, man, you already know. And Mike, a pleasure, man. Thank you for having me on, man. Love you guys. Yeah, be good.
Thank you, Johnny.
Wait, Oh shit, he was too quick. I had a question for him, but that's okay.
Clancy, anything you got? Twitter handles, anything?
No, don't even follow me. Don't think about it. Nobody. I follow
I
everyone
always
else.
appreciate. I always appreciate seeing you in the chat on Tuesdays and Saturday
I'm here to
nights. So
support,
thank you so
man.
much.
Yeah, thank you. Happy birthday, Mike, Scott,
Thank
Murph,
you.
my guys. You already know that. And I'll be
Clancy.
seeing you soon. Let's go Jets. Let's go
Clancy,
Monday. Let's go.
I've never seen you in such a smoke-free room. Oh shit, there he goes.
Scott, thank you so much. I
delayed, Scott.
appreciate you calling in. I appreciate all the support. You guys really made this birthday show awesome, and not only that, but it's the show leading into the NFL season. So it's just everything about tonight was awesome. So thank you.
Dude, I just cannot wait for tomorrow morning. I love the first Sunday. Having 2 games before Sunday these days kind of screws it up a little bit, but I still love that first Sunday. Pre-game, everything. Cook some breakfast, and then the great thing is, it all crescendos on Monday night, baby.
Main event.
Oh, let's go! Cheers.
Have a good night, Scott.
Like Murph.
See you, Scott.
And Murph, thank you so much. Also, you were part of what kept me on past midnight, and I really do appreciate all the support. It means a lot to me, and you guys blow my mind, even just in the comments. I always tell everybody that I catch as many comments as I can during a live show, but there'll always be like on Monday or Tuesday night. I'll go out back, I'll have a drink or whatever, and I'll put on the show, and I won't even necessarily pay attention to the show, but I'll put on the live chat so that I can see what everyone wrote during the show. And you guys always entertain the hell out of me, all you guys.
Yeah, we get a little wild in there sometimes.
But thank you very much for being on and helping out, supporting tonight.
Absolutely. You'll be cussing me and Scott tomorrow morning whenever you're all groggy and stuff when you wake up.
Well, no, Johnny will be, because I'll be on the show just falling asleep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You've seen weirder things on his show, I'm sure.
That's true. That's true. But have a good night. Get some sleep, and you said you'll probably be watching on the replay for the
yeah,
Jets
I'm
Worldwide.
probably watching on the replay. I got to get some stuff done in the morning. Take the kid to my parents' house, and I got a date at 1. So
Nice. Good luck on that day. Hopefully, we'll hear about it on Tuesday or Saturday night.
We'll see.
All right. Have a good one.
Good night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is not going to be a fake goodbye like the last one. I didn't even expect the last one to be a fake one, but the support tonight blew my mind. So here it is. This is really the end, folks. Hit the like on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you're watching this on the replay and you watched this show for 3 hours and 12 minutes, I think we broke the record tonight for how many or for how long one of my streams have gone. At the end of the month, the last weekend of the month, somewhere in there, I'm going to break this record, hopefully. I'm going to have it prepared. I wasn't prepared for this one, but I'm going to have it prepared to do a nice long stream. I don't know if it's going to be 4 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours. We'll find out, but it's just going to be for fun. We're just going to come on. We're going to mess around. We're going to talk Jets. We're going to talk whatever. It doesn't even matter because I'll have 5 hours, 10 hours to fill. Once again, I am your late night New York Jets host, Midnight Mike. 10:30 tomorrow morning, Jets Worldwide, wide. And join us for all of our thoughts, me and Maddie's thoughts on the New York Jets versus San Francisco 49ers after Talking Jets Tuesday night, 10 p.m. I can't wait to see you next time. I've never actually put out a short. I've never done it yet.